Yeah, I bet you're punchy. After all these interviews.
Everybody, welcome to Apex After Dark. Hell yeah! We got this season 2 premiere of we have Frog G and crew. We got the Frog G, Inksbox, and Jason Bascom, and I'm my co-host Devil Flower Rexer.
Hey,
Get it.
Damn, you know
I pity the fool.
I pity the fool. I had a really good feeling about this book. Really good feeling. Got a feeling. I knew this book's
we
gonna
thought
fly.
we had a good feeling about it. We weren't sure.
Yeah.
But
Turns out we did. We did have a good feeling.
He wasn't sure. I was sure.
Right.
I was
Mr.
nervous
Assurity.
the whole time.
Right
Yeah.
here.
That's right.
Very nice. Let me say hello. Well, we barely have a chat, but it's coming on. We got limited time. But you know, more people will come over here. I was on John Talks live chat. Now I don't know if you guys are familiar with John Talks. He has close to 400,000 subscribers. He does pop culture, some politics. He's the guy who comes up with those Joe Biden videos, those short videos you may have seen here and there.
Okay.
But he used to have a live stream he hasn't live streamed close to 2 years. But he came on in support of a friend, Curtis D from Montana. He's working at construction. A whole wall fell on him. He was in the hospital for a few weeks. He's incapacitated. So he's raising funds to get and pay his hospital bills. So we've been out. Cool. He's raised quite a bit of money. And so if you haven't already, subscribe to John Talks. He's a great friend of mine on YouTube. He knows who I am. Eventually I'll invite him on my stream. We'll talk comics and stuff. But yeah, John Talks, and he's a really cool guy. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Good Stuff. What's up, buddy?
What's up, good stuff?
Hey,
what up?
He'll be the guy in the full traction suit.
Yeah, a full traction suit.
I hope he gets better. A whole
me
wall
too.
fall on you.
I mean, a whole wall, man.
That's heavy.
I dated a fat girl in high school, and I felt like that quite a few times. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Did you absorb her or something? Is that why you're so big now?
She was a brick house.
Yeah. You just,
Was she mighty?
Not in a good way. Not in a
Let's
good
It
way.
all
was a
hang
big
out.
house. Mighty. Letting it all hang out. Come on.
That's right, man. Oh, guys. So, anybody want to share
Burning
your
down the
campaign?
house.
I'll go and
okay.
on it if you want.
I'm getting that.
yeah, Inkspot's already.
So if
Already
you
has
reach 100,000, Jason will shave his face. Is that
Yeah.
right?
No, it's more than that. Dude, Absolute Book 2, it was $249,000.
Absolutely. You heard him say it.
Oh,
Absolutely.
really?
100,000.
Yeah, so yeah, 100 grand. What are you kidding me?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was, dude. I had a stretch goal. on there. $249,000. I would shave my beard.
It was a $250,000.
Was it a quarter? Yeah, it was a quarter. Was it was exact 250?
It
Yeah, it
was
was exact 250.
Yeah.
I was the one who was saying, "Hey, help bring it up to 249,999."
Oh, that's right.
Make
That's
Jason
right.
nervous.
Hey,
Way
thanks
too
for
much.
being
Jason
in
nervous.
chat. Also, Frog G for your wonderful
course.
mod
Somebody
support.
give
Yeah,
me
so-
that much money, I would be nervous.
Yeah.
Hey, either which way, I'll shave my beard. I'll pay my student loans. That's fine.
Yeah.
Hell,
There
that'll
you
work, man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, help me pay my
Educated
student
man.
loans.
All right. So,
Hey,
guys,
I know this book.
it is.
I bet you
Hey.
do, inside and out. How many interviews have you guys done today? I know you were on
Today?
Today?
Wait,
I
today?
know you were on Lola Meets.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just 3 today.
We did 3 today.
You did 3 already, and
Says
now
I'll
this
shave
is-
my
this is
balls
free.
if you get $10,000.
oh, this is free. Okay.
You do that anyway, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Keep it trim for your old lady. Come on. You'd be
Wow.
all shaggy down there, right?
We're only 270 away from that, so.
Yeah. If we could make it at least, end of Sunday, surely,
Be nice.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
Now the great Pedro did your trailer, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Major
Now,
man.
now who did the logo?
Matt Barr.
Matt Barr, the great Matt Barr. Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Two-time
Matt-
Emmy nominated Matt Barr.
Two-time
Yes.
Emmy nominated. Oh, there's
I'll
Rock
say.
and Roll Ninja. Lots
Rock and Roll
of
Ninja fame.
upcoming
Yeah.
projects.
We got stickers, we got trading cards, we got all types of things to talk about on this campaign.
That's so
We're
great.
gonna do it now on the Apex. Comic
Apex
show.
After Dark, baby.
After dark, baby.
Yeah, we just talked about it. You just talked about stickers, trading cards. We're good. All right. I'll see you all tomorrow night.
I bet after 2 other interviews back to back, nearly, you probably are ready to go.
No. I'm just.
We always want to talk about Frog.
Yeah, for a couple of dollars, he'll turn into a pumpkin.
Yeah, there you
Heck
go.
yeah, heck yeah.
Pumpkin.
Do we want to play the video?
Dare I say, let's
Yeah,
get
yeah.
this
Yeah, go
campaign
and play that.
hopping.
Beautiful bean footage.
Can I say that?
You did say it.
I did
Yes,
say that, didn't
you
I?
did.
Dang.
All right.
Never
There's
mind.
no sound.
Yeah.
You
We've
boomer.
all read the story.
Cool.
The brave hero conquers the diabolical villain and rescues the damsel in distress. But this is real life, and in real life, stories don't always have happy endings. Frog G, the story of a man turned into a frog by a voodoo priestess sent on a mission to kill a god by death itself. Now our hero must roam the underworld to regain his humanity and win back the woman he loves.
Yeah.
I like.
Hell
My
yeah.
favorite part of that video was how you hovered over the 27-second frame, and kept it there.
I didn't even notice.
But that is
Flicking in the air with his wrench. Yeah.
that emphasis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
No, it's a
how
great
does-
trailer. Great trailer.
Dad, have a great trip. Thanks for coming
How
in
did
there.
this book
Like
come
stuff.
about?
Thank
How
you,
did
stuff.
Frog G, the actual Frog G, the Link Masters, get involved in this? I mean, just how did this happen?
That, oddly enough, that's the same question. So this
Yeah.
entire thing came about by me getting involved with Absolute Book 2. A tier available on that was Become Affected. For this tier, Jason would work with whoever backed that tier, and there were only 2, to create a trading card. And I said, you know what? Sign me up. I love Jason's artwork. I want him to make me a trading card. And boom, that's back that one, and
Bada boom, bada
it's a
bing.
really good choice.
So you
So I
had
worked with
no
Jason.
idea going into this that this
No,
project would
I
come
did
out of
not. I
that.
just
So
worked
how
with
did
Jason because I like his
how did
artwork.
it jump? See what I did there? How did it jump from a card to a comic?
So
I'm sorry, Jason.
when I was working with Jason to develop the character for the trading card, went back and forth until I was very, very pleased with how it looked. Jason then said, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna send it over to Inkspots for colors." Inkspots knocked it out the park, absolutely 100%.
Oh
Did
yeah.
an amazing job on that one, and the background on it also great job. Once I was displayed, a lot of people thought that was a cover for another book.
See you good stuff.
Oh, wow.
So at that point, everyone was asking, "Hey, this is really good artwork. When's the book coming out?" And we're just like, "It's a trading card, but a book's coming out. Book will be coming soon."
Apex, in Big and Jason, he's showing a card.
Yes, the card itself.
Oh, where
First
are
appearance
you? Yes,
of
there
the-
it is.
First
Yes.
appearance of Frog
Oh my
G. Look
God.
at that. He's got it in the top holder.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
And absolutely, I have that card too, man.
Hey
Mhm.
Fanta,
Yeah,
This one-
beautiful.
great
Oh,
interview
it was
earlier.
Signed
Fanta.
by everyone.
It was
I was first in.
signed. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's
man.
like the only one in existence at this point. It's
I
signed
don't
by
have mine
everybody.
signed, so yeah, this is the only one. Oh, fantastic.
I've got
Yeah.
several I want to send you guys.
Yeah.
Get back with me on it.
So yeah,
If I send them to you, you definitely get back.
and then so everybody saw that card and Frog.
Hmm.
Yeah, everyone was asking about the actual book, and demand was high enough that Jason and Ink both said, "Okay, we're going to pause our next books for Ink, Mayhem Metal Rock Boy, still coming soon. So keep an eye out for that. It's going to be really good." And for Jason, Absolute Samurai Priest.
That's right.
Oh
so
yeah. So any chance on this that maybe a signed card like that, first appearance of Frog G, will become a tier? That somebody can actually own one like that?
No.
Okay.
No, it was a
No.
special thing.
Yeah.
But if you
There-
track us down at cons or whatever, you
Right.
can get them signed.
Because
Yeah.
Rick
Oh, there you
Saylor,
go.
Rick Saylor already has one signed by me because he showed up in person outside a local comic shop here, and I had him handy, and I was like, "Dude, you're a big contributor, you're a big supporter." I was like, "You want one of the Frog G cards signed by me?" I'm like, "Be the only one." But now the only one in existence signed by everyone is this one. So Rick Saylor would have to track down Frog G, which that would be harder than most. But and then also Ink Spots, which he's a little easier to find. So yeah.
you can
Of
just
course,
call them
I
fat.
want you to do great
Sure.
with this project. Jason. I love
Absolutely.
absolute stuff. You know that.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Oh, what you got there, Apex?
Oh yes, I love showing this
Oh
off.
yeah,
Original
look at that.
Frog
Oh yeah, you have that. Yeah.
I bought this from Jason on the Red
Early
Valkyrie.
Frog
A
G.
damn good price too, man.
Yeah.
Early
Yeah, that
Frog
was
G.
a
Wallpaper.
Wallpaper.
wallpaper. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the first wallpaper.
Yeah, very first one. Even see its original.
Out of
Even the
like
back
4,
was-
right?
Yeah.
4 wallpaper pieces
Yeah, at least,
you
man.
sent out.
Yeah, I think we did 4. We did.
Yeah, we did
the
4.
Yeah, we did that Cyber Frog one. We did quite a few. Yeah.
I love it, man. It's so cool.
Thanks, man. I'm happy.
Oh, yeah.
And thank you for getting that. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
Oh, yeah,
glad
I
I went
had
to
to
a
buy
great
it.
home.
Absolutely. Man, I cherish. I'm gonna frame it. So yeah, be great.
Do it.
Yes, I shall do it.
So I take it all 3 of you are pleased with the campaign, the way the campaign's going, but you want to see it go higher, of course. I know there was
Yeah.
some. This was like a last-ditch effort for you, wasn't it, Inkspot? You were like talking, "I'm going to get out of this. I can make more money commercially than in comics." Has this book and project kind of turned that around? Is it starting to turn the Titanic for you? You think?
Yeah. I mean, as an artist, you're always. Comics
Okay.
is hard. Children's books is hard.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
just
It is.
hard industries to break into, and so I've been working for a lot of of the bigger campaigns. I've done colors on a
Mhm.
lot of stuff that you've seen before, and
Right.
but it's hard to make a name for yourself doing that, or to make any
Especially
money
when the
doing that,
projects
so-
don't come out yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
True.
but
It's coming.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be here
Before you
sooner
know
than you think, actually. So, anyway, yeah, I mean, and so it is something when you work for somebody else, especially if you're a colorist, letterer, or an inker, it's really hard to gain any notoriety or anything. You're
Right.
just kind of behind the scenes. You're like you
You're
know,
right.
you might as well, like on a movie, you work on the set, basically. So.
Would you say maybe the artist and the writer maybe are the two biggies that kind of get
Yeah,
noticed?
the artist and the writer are going to get noticed.
Well,
The
good. There
main
is hope for
penciler
me.
or whatever. So yeah.
We'll keep plugging away into the CG slums.
Exactly, man.
And so I got plenty of stuff to work on. We got Frog G. We got we both have a couple of pretty decent characters that would do pretty well besides Frog G as well. We're hoping that Frog G is our ticket.
Staple. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be like
Oh,
the
yeah.
main deal, and then we'll see what happens with the other stuff.
Absolutely, man. Ah,
That checks out.
It does.
No, it's not going to be a cash grab, is it, Ink? I mean, if you go Cyber Frog and you make $1 million, you aren't going to divide it up, and we'll never hear from you again, right?
If we make $1 million on Frog G,
You're gonna see more campaigns. Is what's gonna
you're gonna see
happen.
more
right. Exactly.
Okay.
$1 million.
And we got
That's
to
a-
for one.
That's
we
a
gotta
meal
do
ticket.
it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
write that meal ticket all the way till the horse dies. So.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. Okay.
And not only
Right.
that, I mean, it's under my label, my company, and I fulfilled 2 books already, and I wouldn't want to tarnish any kind of reputation that I have by not
Well,
fulfilling.
sure. Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
like,
Oh, is that what he? No, it will fulfill probably before a lot
Absolutely.
of books I've worked out ever come out. So yeah.
Oh yeah, Jason.
Right.
You know the great thing, about Jason, he works fairly fast,
Yes.
depending on the piece.
I do.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
for
I
a
mean-
blind man, he's Barry Allen. You know, he's the Flash. He's just
Yeah.
all over the place.
Well, once we get in a good pace, probably after we're out of campaign mode here, things will happen pretty quickly. So.
yeah, we moved pretty fast whenever because we worked on the first few pages actually pretty quickly, and then we kind of slowed up a lot because of promotions, and then
Right.
you building on the Inkspots was building up the campaign, and then we also wrote and lettered in the middle of everything, which you kind of the way Ink and I work is also the way I work on Absolute is like we do the Marvel method, so we'll draw it and then write it even though we know what's going on. So we wrote some and lettered some stuff ahead of time for people to preview. So normally that wouldn't come to a little later. So we were like, whenever we're drawing though, like it's pretty. We pumped out quite a few pages in a short time span, at least CG short time span.
And a lot of the pieces were promo pieces that you had at your very successful auction, wasn't it, to raise funds?
Yeah, those we had ahead of time. But aside from the wallpapers, there's one wallpaper that we haven't sold, but that's because that's the all foil trading card now. So
Right.
yeah, so that will be available on the campaign to buy at some point. So
Nice.
So did the Ink Spots primarily put together the campaign here, along with conferring with you other two?
yeah,
Yeah.
Ink
I have a
Spots did it.
question for Ink Spots. How did you do the mailing list? I'm having a hard time with mine. You used to do it through Indiegogo
That's
and
Jason.
MailChimp?
That was me. That was me. I did the
Jason's
mailing
got a
list.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
with Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
I
teamwork.
can't get with you.
His
because,
teamwork. Yeah.
Confusion. Yeah.
Well,
You
that's
did
the thing,
tag
because
team, yeah.
since Ink never did it before, and I also didn't know you can add him. When you add people onto the campaign, it adds them also into the everything. So he could have looked at the mailing list as well, and I didn't know that. But
Oh,
I did my other campaigns, my other pre-launches, and so Ink was like, go ahead and set up the pre-launch page. Just do that, and that way, because you've done it before. So,
Right.
but you go to Indiegogo, and then you hit launch a campaign. And then over on the sidebars, your campaign editor and stuff like that,
Yeah.
there's like pre-launch. You click pre-launch, you click page, and there'll be
Uh-huh.
templates. You click the first template, and then you just start building your pre-launch page.
There
And
you go.
they're
Now,
all the same. You go in.
Rewatch this Apex, and he'll take.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there's only so many images you could put on. There's only so many descriptions. There's only you can only put on so much information because it's a tiny page. So you got to
Yeah.
format it right. InkSpots even went in and
Reconfigured.
changed things once he was added. So, but he formatted more to his way. But it's fine either which way. It worked out. He
Yeah,
wanted to
the
change it from the artwork.
pre-launch doesn't let you do a real nice presentation or anything.
Right.
It's just
I've noticed that
their
too. I was on
block
that
standard.
page, and yeah, I had to add
Yeah.
just limitations to
Now,
pictures.
when it came to actually doing the mailings, I used my Gmail account.
Mhm.
So you got to import everything into your Google contacts. You got to clear your Google contacts, obviously. So you kind of would want a separate Gmail account, maybe if you have a personal
Yeah.
one.
Right.
So that way you import the CSV file. If you scroll down, there's a little thing in your Google contacts that'll say import. You click that, it'll say import CSV, and then you download your CSV file from the pre-launch page. There'll be a little box you click, and you download it. And you just upload it into Google Contacts, and then all the emails are there, and you blind carbon copy those emails into an email, and then you send out your emails. So
Okay.
yeah, it's you get the hang of it after a while. It took me a little bit to get used to, but I recently just also re-emailed out the secret perks. I did make a couple mistakes, but I'll send them back out maybe in like 3 weeks. So at the 1 month mark, I'll send them back out. That way, people can be refreshed. They'll be like, "Oh, wait, I forgot to check my things. I have an alert, stuff like that." So,
Awesome.
Now, are you going to down drop some new stuff at the start of the
Definitely.
next 30
Yes.
days?
Yes,
Yeah.
and we're also going to have a
Yeah.
special giveaway on Lord Crackheads when we launch the second 30 days. So we'll have
Thank you,
another
Fanta.
little giveaway. So
thank you, man.
we'll do
Awesome.
some fun stuff.
Can you name some of the people? Some of the for people who might have missed the interview, and if they do subscribe to some of these people, some of the interviews, some of the channels you've been on, rather.
Frog, you want
Alrighty.
to take that one?
Yeah, I actually have the list of every channel we've been promoting on. So
Okay.
we
And
started.
I'm
with
not on there yet, but I
Not
hope
yet.
to be.
You will be.
Yeah, you will be. Launched on Red Valkyrie, moved right from there over to Death Metal Hero, where we got funded in under 4 hours.
Oh yeah.
From there, went over to Matt Barr's channel, and then to Bancroft, then Lord Crackhead, and that was just launch day.
Yeah.
hmm
The next day, we were on.
And what did you wind up doing money wise on after 24 hours?
It was 8,100, I think, on the first
That's
day.
awesome. Wow.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds about right.
Yeah, it was really good.
I'm sorry, Frog. Go ahead.
Or ink spots.
Or was
Yeah, hold
or-
on. I had to plug in my microphone, and it gets or my headphones. It gets really loud that way. The next day, we were on Good Stuff and Michael T. Then rolled over to let's see, Pops Van Zant for his Monday Madness, Global Frequency. Back on Good Stuff for a little bit for Premiere, and then we did watch along on 80s Made for Hell Comes to Frogtown. Highly recommend that movie. It is terrible in the best possible way.
Yeah, it was.
Down. Wow.
It was.
Yeah. The next day, we rolled into Lit Dev early morning. I hit up Immortal Rising. We were on hockey for a little bit. Then on Topicless.
Mhm.
Then let's see, Outlaw Nights. We did Fusebox with Outlaw Nights. We did Rainy's stream. The next day we did Narwhal and Belmont Press. Then we did Peter Palmiotti. And then today, Lola Fanta, and we're
Here?
we're here
Yes.
at APEC.
Yeah.
Couple
Yes.
streams. Couple
Yeah, just a
streams.
couple.
When you
Great.
started out this
Yeah.
campaign, Jason had hair. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
really, dude. Tell me about it.
It's clean now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's why we're saying like if we don't get the numbers we want, it's not for lack of trying.
Yeah.
It's definitely not.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Hey,
still,
I
have,
mean,
we
it's,
still have more streams after this too. Not
Yeah.
tonight.
Oh, I bet.
Not
That's
tonight,
awesome.
thankfully. Yeah.
Yeah.
how did you psych yourself up for this? Was it just that, okay, we're ready to go? I did a lot. I know Jason did a lot of preliminary artwork because you saw a lot of it at the auction. And that
Yeah,
was
this I would say this was pretty much like you said at the beginning. This was my Hail Mary. Like if this campaign did nothing, if it would have
Right.
fell flat,
Yeah.
I was probably thinking about like I need to do something else because.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, when I'm saying that, we were going like this is gonna be everything in. Like this is the best we can do. We're gonna dot every I, cross every T. We're gonna do everything we possibly can to make it successful. Like, and then if it doesn't do it, then maybe we're not supposed to do this. You know,
Right.
that's
And
kind of how I
You
look
would
at it.
probably still see work from us or even books, but it just wouldn't be as often, maybe. And
Yeah.
I would probably go back into like doing stuff for bands
Hey, Eric.
here and there. Yo, what's going on, Eric?
So let's jump ahead. You're on the last day of fulfilling every book. What's your next project going to be, Jason?
That
Or,
depends. If Frog G does what we want it to do,
Yeah.
it's gonna be Frog G 2. We're just gonna keep rolling
Yeah.
into it.
On the
Yeah.
last day of fulfilling, we would already be starting. We would have already started. So.
Oh,
on
yeah,
Frog
we
G
would-
too.
We'd have a
Yeah.
pre-launch for the next one up.
We would, if anything,
Yeah.
the pre-launch would have been up. So
If it doesn't do the numbers we want, Frog G2 is still coming, but there may be Metal Mayhem Rock Boy Book 1 and Samurai Priest Book 1 in between there.
Yeah.
So it just depends. Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
I hope it does
What's up, Ace?
gangbusters, but I
Yes.
hope Jason finds enough time to do me a trading card. He's got 6 months or more. Just thought I'd throw
Yeah.
that in there.
yeah. Hey, yeah, maybe you never know. I mean, I've been turning down covers and stuff
Yeah,
like
okay.
that.
I know you have.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Same
Yeah,
with
what's up,
me.
Hockey?
I'm gonna
I've
keep
tra-
biting at that
Hey.
bone, Jason.
Thank you,
I'm gonna
Hockey.
keep
for
biting.
Blame
subscribing.
No,
I've actually
I
turned down 5 jobs just since we launched. So.
haven't turned down
Yeah.
5, but I turned down a couple. Yeah.
And those are color jobs for comics.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and just for bigger pieces.
That's
too, but-
awesome, Ing. That's
Yeah.
really awesome.
Like I turned down all but one, but it was for Rick Saylor, who surprise commissioned me for Reaper Destroyer. He wanted to surprise Joe. And I'm like, man, I can't say no, pretty much, mainly because of
Yeah.
the cash that he was gonna put in my pocket. So I was like, all right, dude, I'll do it. I'm like, but and it was a secret thing anyway. Nobody really knew about it, and that piece turned out great. It's hopefully helped Joe's campaign. And actually, if you back Reaper Destroyer, if he gets that Reaper tier up to 200 or 60, it gets raffled off. The original gets raffled off and goes to a lucky backer. So
Wow.
everyone check that out. But yeah. Otherwise, that I've been turning down covers, and then I'm not going to mention the books for. But they're campaigns I really would love to have worked on. And I was like, I just can't. I'm focused on Frog G right now.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Right.
Yeah, we got to get
Are
this out
some
of
of
the way.
the butterflies gone now?
Not
that's
for,
for-
I mean, as far as like, we know we're gonna do the book now for sure, but you still have to do more. 'Cause
Right. Look at the
it's
bottom line. I
it's
know.
a-
I know. At
It's
one
a
time,
big number, but we
I know
put
it.
quite a
I
bit
know at one
into.
time, Ink, you said I wanted to do at least 40,000, or I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Now,
I don't know if I said that, but I thought
I mean,
it might have been
that's-
like I would like a book to do that well, but
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I don't know. No,
we really
that's
don't
not
want
our,
to. We really don't want to put a number on what we would hope
Yeah.
to do,
Well, yeah.
publicly. But you know, we hope to do 500,000. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Never
But
know.
yeah,
Really?
so yeah, so but
I
you know,
just remember when Ink was talking about, you know.
well,
getting
you
that
might have also
product.
caught him during a frustrated time.
Yes,
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
you
Well,
know,
during
but-
better times too. I mean, because everything has changed. I mean,
Yeah.
if this would have been 3 years ago and we had this kind of success, it probably would have been a much bigger number. But
Yeah.
now that the economy is bad, money's tight, it's harder
Right.
for people to
I mean,
to justify that kind of money for a comic book. It's a little different, you know. We're
Just
doing really well for this economy.
and
So-
just with the cover and the 6 pages that we have, you put this in a local comic shop of any kind with the cover and 6 pages of all the other books. This holds is better than most of them, I would say. You know, people would gravitate towards it more. It's more intriguing. The artwork is better. The story is fun. It's better than a lot of that other crap that's
Is
out there.
this-
That's not to say everything out there is garbage.
and
There
also
are
we're
good things,
having
but
a great percentage. Like we have a 10% buy rate, so 10% of everybody that looks at it buys it. So that's actually
Percent.
Oh
pretty
wow,
good.
you can
It's pretty good.
determine that in your analytics.
Yeah, from your numbers,
Mm-hmm.
from the number of visits and how many people.
Thanks,
purchase,
Shadowhawk.
So,
Wow,
yeah.
that's
Yo, what's up, Shadow?
incredible, really, if you think about it.
Yeah, and our
Mhm.
return on the pre-sign up is actually higher than average too, so that's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you factor in usually about
Now, is
10%.
this a kid-friendly book?
This is all ages.
All
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 ages.
ages, baby.
Do,
Oh,
do
yeah.
you think that that's a big part of it? That people are buying it for their kids, like kind of like Tug's book, you know? They're kind of
I
don't
think
think
people
so.
are buying it because not only is it a fun character, but just because of kind of the lore of it, how like it was actually created by a fan,
Yeah.
and got made into something, and
Right.
and you can't get more comic skate than this, really.
Right.
'cause-
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
And created by a beloved fan. Like every channel knows who Frog G is. You know what I mean? So they all really respect the man. So
Right.
they see he has his own book out there, and they also see it looks really dope. You know, they're gonna be like, "Oh, hey, I'm into that."
Hey, Hockey says 100K or Ink is going to run through the town naked. What do you
Well,
think, Ink?
You've
Run?
been warned.
He
You've
does
been
that
warned.
anyway.
Wait a minute.
There you go. Let's get it there and stop that.
Well, if you heard my helicopter
Oh,
song
jeez,
from,
dude.
from the last, you know
Yeah,
what's
good.
going on.
Go watch Fanta's stream, but I don't think Ink's
Yeah.
ran anywhere since he ran from bullets being shot at him. So,
No.
True
You
story.
said, you said he
true
was
story, by the way.
Didn't you say the other day he was running towards that taco truck?
I say he ate all the tacos.
Oh,
he
okay.
could have just he vacuumed them in when he opened his mouth.
For a good taco, I might do that.
Right.
But anyway.
Maybe I'll run to the taco again.
Yeah. Now I know Jason mentioned student debt, Ink, and I know you have taken classes on coloring. I know there for a while you were working in like a white under technique where you put the whites down first. Of course, society seems to do that nowadays. But you put the whites down first, and then you kind of go over it with color.
Yeah,
did you,
just to.
did you like pay as you go, or do you like have some student stuff you need to pay off as well?
Oh no. I only went to community college, and
Okay,
I
To learn
got a
some of the
degree
techniques.
in business and accounting, so I didn't really get an art like a regular art degree. I took art
Smart.
classes, but I
Yeah,
never got an
yeah.
art degree. So.
you kind of got the
Yeah.
experience of it, right? Without the degree.
I learned everything I know really from
Well,
online classes. So
And also, you could watch Matt Barr recently was talking about something similar to this on 80s Made, Crowfire Studios last night. And he even said, going to art college, I think it was last night. Anyway, he said going to art college, it's like when you go as an artist like me or Ink or something, usually like these big college mills, like when you go, you find out everybody there pretty much sucks. Like, all these artists are, like, terrible. All these kids artists, anyway. A lot of them are just garbage. Like, they're just going because, oh, it's art. Yay. And it's like they get this huge, expensive degree just for fun almost.
yeah,
It's, like,
I mean,
crazy.
some of
Yeah.
those are $500,000.
Yeah,
Like
so-
more than going to medical school. Some of
Yeah,
them.
so you're best off
Yeah.
going to YouTube or doing the class like Ink did or something like, or even learning on free, like I said, like off of YouTube, how to draw comics.net. Go there, look at some of their videos, something like that. I tell everybody, do not go to college for art.
Yeah.
Don't.
If
Yeah.
you are
Yeah.
motivated, that path will work for you. You can't
Right.
be. You have to do the classes. You can't skip ahead.
Right.
If you
Right.
do the classes and you're motivated, you can learn everything you need to know online. All the info is there.
And it's kind of like,
Look
the Kubert School has, classes out amongst the tutorials.
Right.
But you can just get the classes, or I know you can get the option where you do the homework, like you say, send it in, and then they critique the work and send it back to you.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
and even if you like something like that, maybe, but also, and I know we're not grading things, but look at CG in general. Go to like like a Luke and me when we just draw and like it's not topicless. Maybe we're hanging out. We'll give art tips. Shelby, if you go onto his channel, 9 times out of 10, he's talking about what pens to use, what brushes to use, what
Right.
techniques he uses.
Mhm.
Bar will talk about his techniques in his life in school, what he learned, and you watch any of us and you ask any of us a question how to do something. There's your education. There's your college education right there.
Yeah.
So you don't even need. It's free. You don't even need to go.
What pen size or what brush size are you
Exactly.
using,
So-
Jason? Yeah.
Yeah,
What
or
kind of
even
ink-
like
ink
back in
paper?
Couch Doodles days. That's what
Paper.
sparked it for me. Was like he would show how to draw form, how to draw
Right.
anatomy, and like what
That's-
pens to use.
That's
and
where I
stuff like that.
first became aware of you, Jason, was on
Mhm.
Couch Doodles, right after Fraga
Right.
came
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
And we
So, yeah,
haven't
but-
really heard much from Fraga. I know he's busy working
He's
on
busy.
Pineapple
Black Flag.
Perception. He's a busy guy.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but so if you want, you may not get exactly the same results that we have here because we have different styles. Inkspots and I we love that indie style. We like some similar artists, but we also like that similar vibe and just atmosphere of that painterly look, that sketchy line look, and stuff like that. So we get this beautiful book that you see here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's really rich. There's only one more question, then we'll kind of go into the campaign because that's
Oh,
why
no
we're
worries.
here. But
Yeah.
also hang out and have fun, right, guys?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Ink,
I don't know what
ink
fun is.
spots. A lot of this is geared. My question's geared to you because man, these colors are great. On a scale of 1 to 10, where do you think you're at now? I mean, because I know you're ever working at it.
I'm probably like halfway to where I want to be
Yeah.
right now. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Just want to get better and better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess you kind of learn by doing, and by every project you do. Now you didn't color the logo, did you? That Matt did, or that Matt?
No, that's
did
all
you-
Matt Barr. Matt Barr.
That's all Matt Barr.
Great
Okay.
job. Wow.
Yeah. How did the logo come about?
We saw what he did on Goblin Girl. At least that's where I saw his first
Yeah.
logo
Yeah.
work. And then
Yeah.
and I said, yeah, he needs to do it. And he sent us a bunch of roughs, and I
Okay.
just said, like, can you combine these two roughs together? Because
Right.
one rough had the frog sitting on the O like that, and the other one had the wrench going through. And I was like, well, I like the frog on the O, and I like the wrench. He just
Yeah.
like combined those two, and then he knocked it out of the park.
And we were
after
lucky
Yeah.
because Barr even said before he did this, he's like, yeah, after he did the Gobble Girl logo, like, we hang out in Discord and stuff. He's like, I'm not doing any more logos. He's like, I want to draw comics, not do logos.
Yeah, he wants to. Yeah.
So yeah, so I mean, and he's one of the best in the business when it comes to comics. So
Right.
I don't blame him. But yeah, so we got really lucky that he actually agreed to do it, and we paid him. So
We're gonna
Yeah.
get so many years of use out of it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. It's
Yeah.
it's repeatable art. Again and
Yeah.
again and again. You have to take that into consideration. Yeah.
so yeah.
All right, let's look at the campaign, shall we, Apex?
Let's do it. Yes.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
So
So
we got all the credits here.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Got it.
and you like this. The pitch is what Luke said in the intro trailer. So yeah, that's the synopsis of the elevator pitch. Yeah.
So is this Matt Bauer getting a lot of weight in the future or something?
No, it's just me being silly. And also, Matt Barr's name isn't spelled like that. That's actually
Oh.
the way that's spelled is
Oh,
another
that's right.
tongue in cheek thing
HR,
from.
right.
Well, that's another
Absolute.
absolute too. An absolute. There's a place called the Bar. BARR. So that's like a little just a little fun
Nod,
thing. Like
yeah.
even the
The Plagal
place,
son.
Plagal sign. You know,
Ah, yeah.
He's
Plagal
a tow truck driver.
he's a
Plagal.
tow truck driver. Yeah. So, you know, we do even like her Lillian's shirt it's a little Easter egg for when it's an inside joke for me alone. Like nobody else knew about it. And it says hashtag fresh pots, FRSHPTS, which is fresh pots of coffee, because you're up so late at night drawing.
Yeah.
And it was something from my old college professor that we would joke around about on Facebook.
Wow.
So, you know, we throw in little Easter eggs like that from time to time, because it's our book. Why not? We're going to have fun.
Oh yeah.
How many? Now, when it comes to fulfillment, who's going to fulfill it? Will it be you, Jason, since it's under your company name?
Well, once again, that's another
Up in the air right
determination.
now, yeah.
Yeah, it's a determination on how well it does, because there is a printer in Ink's area and he has a facility that he can store
Yeah,
things.
a
So
little warehouse.
yeah, so if it does gangbuster numbers that I can't, I mean, I have my bedroom, like that's
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
Ink Spots can he can store it.
Yeah,
I'll fly down there.
Have trucks
skate.
to haul it, all
Yeah.
that stuff. So.
Now, do you confer with him on the colors, Jason?
No.
Or do you just say go to it?
We trust each other.
Yeah, he does the art, the line art. I do the colors in the background, and we don't really get in each other's way because we know we kind of trust each other what we're going to do.
Right.
No,
But you
we
show
will-
the finished page,
well-
Jason, and he kind of okays it too.
Well, we do the layouts together, so
Yeah.
we know where the story is going. But the layouts, as most artists will know, or even writers, the layouts are pretty much almost stick figures in a way. Like
Yeah, he doesn't even remember what he draws half the time.
There's been a couple times I've hit him up like, dude, what is
Remember what
this panel?
this doodle, what was this supposed to be?
What was this
Yeah.
supposed to be?
Is Shay going to be your editor? Excuse me.
She's the one. She
On
is
this?
going to be one of the editors.
She's
yes.
one of our. Well, here's the thing with this. We wanted to give the best professional book we possibly could. So we have two respected editors on this campaign, and it's not a slight on their capabilities at all. They're both good at what they do, but it's just more eyes on it,
Right.
more. And I'm paying Shay out of mine, so whatever Shay does, I'm paying her out of my pocket. Inkspots is helping out with the other guy, so. We just wanted this to be a full thing, and also when it comes to writing and lettering, like we'll write it together. I'll go in and letter it and send it to Inkspots. He'll change some things here and there to his liking, which is fine. We have a little dispute on that, but we don't care too much. But he'll also read it and be like, dude, you missed this word, or you misspelled this one, and he'll fix it too. So it's almost like we have 3 editors on this campaign.
Yeah, we're
So-
going through a lot of filtering.
So,
Yeah.
so the full title is Frog G. What's the rest of it?
Voodoo Gods and Magic.
Voodoo Gods and Magic. So.
And I had come up with that one day, and then Jason's like, "That's the name of the book."
That's the name of the book.
It's a great title, man. Wow.
And so this was all kind of stuff you wanted to deal with within this story.
Oh yeah, we're trying to hit every kind of folklore there is, from the just purely even the Christian faith, where we have the devil in it, but he's not called the devil. He's called
Right.
Morning Star, and then
This is
we have
another name for him anyway.
We have Celtic
Right, yeah.
folklore where we get Cernunnos. We have Indian folklore where we get death. That's
Death.
like one of their versions of death. And then we have Thor, and we have Zeus, we have Loki, we have Kronos, and so we kind of threw it all in
Yeah.
together, and then we threw our own twist on it. So it's not
Right.
traditional. It's not those traditional characters. It's those characters put through Jason and I's filter.
Like a
What we want to
blender.
bring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's great, man.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a total collaboration in the greatest sense of the word. I mean, and there are some people, like, there's plenty of campaigns where you have the writer, he writes it, you have the artist, the writer sends stuff, the artist just draws it.
It's
And-
like a separate thing,
Yeah.
and
there's nothing wrong with that system, but this, you get like both of us being like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if you did this? And Inkspot's like, oh, wouldn't it be even better if you did that? And then on top of that, you did this. So it gets even more bombastical.
And there's collaborative effort where everyone is earning a piece of the book.
Yes.
just makes for a better product because everybody is invested in it.
Yeah,
So.
even Frog. Frog gets a piece of the product. So
Yeah.
Who did this cover here?
This is a Matt Barr cover where he really got in there, and I
Wow.
wasn't expecting anything like this. I was really, when it's the cover for the supplemental, if I would have known it was going to be this good, or if we would have known it was going to be this good, it would have been just a variant. But we,
Yeah.
we already have
Cool.
a couple, so we couldn't really toss on a third. But
It reminds me of those '70s little stickers, the hot rod and a freaking
Like
big
Rat Fink?
yeah,
Like
Rat Fink.
Fink,
Yeah. Reminds me of that.
yeah, and that also is a testament to also Matt Yackey's colors, because it just makes Matt Barr's lines sing even more. So it's
Yeah,
just
man.
they make a great duo. They really do.
They
Yeah.
do.
yeah, it's like he did the fire and the lava spatters in the back. He really knocked it out of the park, and
Yeah.
Matt Barr just like he overdid like what. It's way more than what we thought. And we're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
So awesome.
okay. Well, it's good for the customers because almost every tier includes a supplemental, or you can add it on at the end. So
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
everybody's gonna get this cover. So that's
Whoa,
good.
I'd love to have a T-shirt of that, man. That looks so effing
I
fantastic.
never thought
Yeah.
of having that as a T-shirt. Yeah, that wouldn't be too
Hell
bad.
yeah, man.
Would you like to have colored this ink?
I don't think so. Now that I've seen what, no, I mean,
Solid answer.
I
Yeah.
think that he was a better match. There's certain
Right.
types of artwork that I can usually like. I could have done an okay job on it, and I would have came out the way that I colored it. But I like to see what other people do to it too. And
Right.
Yaki's kind of a master of what he does, and that style really works really well with Matt Barr's line art. So.
Oh, Lemon Pie didn't know what Comicsgate means. Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
Comic-
Not
is,
only did he do a logo, but you got a cover out of him.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, the cover was we wanted him for it. We wanted him on the supplemental. He was the only one we thought of. We're
Yeah.
like, we don't want to ask anybody else. We thought of a lot of different people for the variant covers, but when it came to the supplemental, we were like, Matt Barr.
Yep.
We want Matt Barr on this book.
But
And
wanting and getting are two different things, isn't it, Jason?
it is, and I know people are like, well, why not on the main title? I'm like, we were spitballing ideas. Like we were talking like huge names on the the main title, and not to say Matt Barr isn't a big name. Matt Barr is a big name.
Yeah.
We were thinking more industry pros, like Liam Sharp or something like that. Like
Right.
somebody nobody else has ever had.
What we found with that is the main thing is just even trying to get a hold of people like that,
Right.
because they're
Yeah.
they're behind so many walls that you're never going to even be able to ask them if they
Right.
would be willing to do a cover for a certain price. So
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I know that Skit's wife asked him, with his first campaign, who would you like to get out of everybody? And, he told him, and they actually contacted him and got him. So,
Yeah, they got him. Yeah.
yeah, I think if you want somebody to do, you ask and you keep asking. I don't know.
yes.
Well,
Exactly.
there's also that stigma of the misinformation of what CG is. So you get the people out there that you don't know who would be like, oh, I know of CG. They're nothing but a bunch of haters and racists and
And they might
misogynists.
not really
and-
feel that, but that's what they've heard.
Right, and that's not what it is at all. I mean, just look at everybody in it anyway. But it's so we were like, you know what? In the long run, in the scheme of things, we're like, we really don't want to have to worry about it, like having to explain to somebody and like what it may be.
it's also
really-
not really much of a thing. It's not like we all walk around just like I'm CG and we
Right.
got it
No.
on arm patches and stuff. It's just
No,
Right.
it's a movement.
just a group of artists, really, and people make
Yeah.
way more out of it.
Well, they
than
make
it
way
is.
more out
They're
of
the
it.
group that like
Yeah,
arm
so-
patches.
It's just another way to avoid the headache. So we were like, you know what? We got great, talented friends that are CG, and we don't have to worry about it. So we'll just ask them. Hopefully, they are available, and we'll pay them. And we got lucky and got the friends. All of our friends are in this
Yeah.
Literally, all of our friends are in this campaign.
Yes.
Pretty
Yeah.
much,
Yeah.
yeah. Nice. That's great.
Yeah, actually, CG started. I think Richard C. Meyer and Ethan Van Sciver, right?
Well, it started even before that, but yeah,
Yeah.
they were the ones that like blew it up. Like
Yeah.
Really, when those two got in, it went from just a few people to like a lot of people. So
Right.
Yeah.
Well, like
Like
on this campaign, you have something coming from Irene, even, don't you?
Yes.
yeah. Renee's been
Yes,
doing
Renee
an
draws.
alternative
Great
color.
sport. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's
This is her thumbnail that
She hates it.
yeah.
she hates. But she's gonna deliver something that's gonna be. She'll knock it out of the park. We're not worried about what
Yeah.
she does. She's gonna kill it. So
This
Oh, yeah.
is like looks a little Bean World.
Yeah, it
Cool,
does.
though.
They've done that. Yeah.
Yeah. You familiar with Bean
I'm sure
World? Larry
I don't think
Mullins?
she's. Yeah, I don't think she's heard of Bean World, but I know. Yeah, I love Bean World, dude. Yeah.
In a way, it is Lemon.
I do too. I you know, of course, I suffered a fire. I had 5 originals by him.
Oh man.
They were small, but I bought him out. You know, it's like
I
I
would s-
met him at the convention. That was before he. I think he was editor of like, was it Eclipse, or he went on to do. He was an
I
editor
honestly-
for
I
like
honestly have no idea.
maybe work with maybe Andy Smith and Bart Sears at CrossGen. I'm not sure. It was one of those. He became the editor in chief, you know, of a publishing house. Of one of the comics.
Of Eclipse, or you can't
I'm
remember
thinking
what?
it was Eclipse. Yeah.
Was it be Carl Potts?
No, it was Larry. What was his last name? Mulder. Or-
Larry Mulder.
That
Okay,
did
it
Bean
could be
World?
him. It could be him.
You don't
I can't remember
Jason?
his name.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Lemon
It was
Pie
wonderful.
says, so is it a group of independent comic artists? Yes, it's a group of
Yes.
comic artists. And basically, the only thing that it is we're against like how comics are trying to push a certain agenda, like they're trying to and put political and personal beliefs into their comics, and it's not like a passing thing. It's like they're changing characters, genders, races. And they're with disregard to the fans that have been there the whole time. And so what we're about is we're just Comicsgate is a bunch of artists and writers who we just want to put out good comics for the purpose of entertainment, not for the purpose of trying to brainwash you or to push an agenda. It's just comics, and
Right,
that's
like-
all
I
we
wanted to
care
be
about.
brave
Like-
on.
Right, like the main character, like Frog G is he's originally a black guy in this book. Now we're all white. We don't because you know what? It doesn't matter what it was, but he just happens to be a big black dude because he's a big dude and he turns into a skinny frog. I mean, it's just it's pretty good, and it's also a little tribute to Spawn. It's a little tip of the hat, you know. So, so I mean, we're not changing any lore. We're not forcing anything. We just want you to read a fun fantasy story, and it is. It's a fun little epic, you know.
Yeah,
So,
we say it's Spider-Man mixed with Hellboy because he got the character that jumps around and he's got all these crazy points of view and stuff when he's flipping through the air and fighting but then he's doing like going on an adventure in the abyss and meeting all kinds of these mystical creatures. And
He's
stuff,
really-
so,
He's really quite an agile character, like Spider-Man, isn't he?
Yeah.
he's my excuse to draw Spider-Man in a way.
I love it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, and you hope he becomes as popular as Spider-Man.
Oh, without a
Oh, that'd
doubt,
be great,
yeah.
yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all do.
Now
Yeah.
here's another quick artist. Now he has his own campaign, Goblin Girl. You ask it. That's
Oh,
Dan
yeah.
Flegel artwork, obviously. Now what is this going to be? What is this?
This is a black and white variant by Dan Plagle. We wanted his tone work because he does the
Hey,
gray
Lorenzo.
tones as well. And this is the main bad guy in this first book, and she's basically the gatekeeper. We call her the Baba Gaga. She has this clamp. She's a headless witch. She's missing a leg, and her leg is her magic wand, and her head, these teeth here, clamp onto these different heads that she's collected from her fallen foes.
Wow.
And she likes to wear them like her fashion accessories, like you would a hat. And it depends on how she's feeling that day. And she may feel like a monster head, or she may feel like taking this, whatever she is. Maybe she was a sorceress that came and faced the Baba Gaga and never made it past the first gateway into the abyss, and so now she has her head, and she may feel like wearing that head this day.
Now,
So,
now, Jason,
yeah.
this is going to be Unhinged Entertainment's first fully colored project, right?
Yeah.
But is there is there a big place? Is there a big demand for black and white comics? You think?
Oh yeah, I think there's
Still?
demand for 'em.
I don't know about a big demand, but there is. I love black and white comics. Ink loves black and white comics.
Right.
You know, I mean, whenever now that covers black and white, the interiors are colored. You're still getting the colored interiors. It's not a black and white version of Frog G. Just that covers black and white. But as far as I'm a line guy. You see all the cross hatching that I do and stuff like that. I like to see that come through. And don't get me wrong. I mean, Ink Spots I love his colors. He's great, but every now and then colors kind of take away some of that grittiness or some of that textures or stuff that there are in there, and they get blown out or they get like color held or something like that. So you miss some of them. So that's why I love, like, if there's a black and white edition on a campaign, odds are I'm going to be getting both the colored and the black and white. So,
but now you're not going to offer a black and white version.
No.
On this one?
We were before the campaign launched, way before. Like we were talking about certain things. I was like, it would be really cool to do like an artist edition with like my line art on one side and then Ink Spots' colors on the other page, just compare. But it would have to be so many pages.
Double the size, right?
Well, it would be 11 by 17, and also it couldn't be the whole book because it's 48 pages, so it would be 96 pages at that point. It's way too thick, and also we didn't know how well it's going to do, so those are very expensive. So we were like, all right, well, we'll hold off on it. Maybe we can even do something later on. But it was an idea that we may still do, but as of right now, no. You can still see plenty of my line art on the campaign page.
Because I've had people say that they prefer black and white type stuff, so that they can see all that detail. And I don't know how many of them are out there, but I kind of listen to people like that, and I know I like black and white. So after Devil Flyer, I'm going to do black and white grayscale project. A color. So it saves you on a colorist. Sorry about that.
No, it does. You're right, and it is cheaper to print black and white. But here's the thing: you will make more money doing a colored version of your campaign.
30% more doing colored.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the stats on it? Really?
Yep.
Yeah, about 30% more.
Okay. But what if it's a period piece?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Change your feminine.
Change your period.
The color version.
Get
a period that was in color. Yeah.
No, I mean I like black and white work just as much as as anyone else, and
I too.
I mean, I may, when I do Metal Mayhem Rock Boy, it may be a black and white book just because I like black and white too. So
Yeah.
And I feel like it's different. Like some artwork should be black and white, just the way it's made. Like it depends on the style. If you have a really detailed style, you need less color. If you have a really open style, then you need a lot of color help. So
that's where also Ink Spots and I meshed really well because he knows how to color highly detailed, and stuff like this. So
and not overshadow your little cross.
Right. He enhances it. He enhances the work. He doesn't take away. So
that's the main thing most colorists need to learn is just not to be so heavy-handed. So let the artist shine where he needs to shine, and where he's left a room for you, that's where you shine.
Right. I leave room for Ink on plenty of this, so so he can play. Yeah.
Apex, let's go up top and go through the tiers.
Apex isn't in control.
I might want to buy
Ink is
one.
in control.
Frog is?
No,
Ink is.
Ink Spots.
Ink is. Oh, well,
Yes.
hell, never give him the steering wheel.
So we have our best deal is the featured tier. You get a little discount here, and the featured tier is all the covers plus the supplemental. You save about $5 when you buy them all together. We wanted to give you some kind of discount there.
So there's the three, the black and white Dan Pleagle cover, and then the Matt Barr, and then the Jason Bascom cover. Correct.
And Irene's.
And Irene's.
And then Irene's is coming.
Yeah.
Well, Irene's is there. It's just she's working on it.
Right. Yeah.
So that's the best deal. And if you have the secret perks from signing up, you're going to save $15 on this tier, which means you get this supplemental for free. So.
Oh hell yeah!
So that's the best. If you have your link, use your link. You also get a discount on the Big Daddy tier and just the book tier. You get $5 off just the book, and you get $50 off the Big Daddy tier. So
And
Now
that's the
there
only way
is
to
a
get.
warning with this campaign, right? In every campaign about the tipping.
Yes.
yes, definitely.
Yeah.
We
Go
need
to
to
the-
mention that, if you would, real quick.
Yeah, when you try to go to checkout, Indiegogo does this thing where they had to add a tip, and they're automatically adding that to every order. So you need to go down and what do you do, Jason? You have to
You,
put
you
it on-
scroll whenever you see all of your address, your information, and stuff like that on the bottom of all that. You scroll all the way down, and it'll say add a tip, and it'll automatically be checked to like 15%. You want to check other, and then enter 0. Once you do that on the total page over there, it'll zero out, and then that's where then you'll be good. Double check it, but you'll be good, and then you can go ahead and finish your transaction.
Other than that, they're charging you what, $15 or
It's
something
15%.
crazy.
oh,
Yeah.
15%.
And
Okay.
we don't get it. Indiegogo takes
Right.
that money. That's
Yeah, it's
very-
a sneaky
Right.
way to
Wow.
really look at it.
And
Yeah.
just so you know, they're already getting money. Like just from what we made already, they get about around $1,000 or a little bit more. So
Yeah.
they get paid. Yeah. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they-
doing okay. They don't need the tip.
Yeah, they charge
Correct.
about
Um,
7%, don't they?
Right. Well, and the other thing is, like, I mean, is it worth it? Is it more expensive to do your own, website and go through
Right.
all that hassle? I don't know. It's not something I priced out. Like, I know it costs a fortune for Eric
Well, you're
July.
really kind of playing
so-
to have kind of like eBay. People are used to going to eBay for sales for different and finding different items. So Kickstarter and Indiegogo, they kind of have a start. If you do your own platform, how many eyes are you going to have from the very get go?
Right.
On that project. So yeah, it's you're paying for the privilege of being on their platform, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like I said, that's why also if you get the secret perk tiers, you're getting savings on top of it, and you get rid of that tip. That way, you're saving more money. So yeah, but and also all the secret perks. There's the only way to get the all-foil trading card. So check your emails.
Okay.
So then the second tier is just the book. This is the cheapest option here. Just grabbing the book. You can add on the supplemental at checkout if you want. Same thing with the Plagal and the Irene. It's the same price. These are going to be your cheapest options if you just want the book. If you like Plagal or Irene, Plagal's catching up with Irene, just a few books behind her. So he's
Wow.
holding his own there.
Till you get the finished art up there, and
Yeah.
He's still holding his own against the
He's
CD.
holding
he is
his own,
holding his own. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a great artist, and I
He's
like that
phenomenal.
he did
Yeah.
offer on his campaign a color and a black and white version.
He did. I got
because
them both.
Both
Yep.
are gorgeous.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Both
yeah.
are gorgeous.
So then here we just make it a little easy for you. So you just have one click. You can get the supplemental and the standard cover together. Making it a little easier on you.
Yeah.
These are a couple of good deals here as well because for $80 you get a Jason Bascom head sketch, and you also get the book main cover and the supplemental. So you're getting a sketch for only about $40, and then you get both the books. And then in this one, you get a pencil panel by me because how I work is I draw the supplemental in quarter panels, and then I put it all together in Photoshop before I send it to Jason to do the finishes over the top of my pencils. So you'll get an actual pencil panel from the book itself again,
great.
and also you get the book and the supplemental with that as well.
Hockey
that's-
says Irene would sell even if she just signed her name without any art. You might be right, Hockey.
Right.
So this is something we were talking about earlier because shipping is so high. If you're in the UK or if you're in Australia, somewhere like that, if you get together and get 5 people, you can all chip into the book and only pay one shipping price, but then you'd actually all get would get a $5 discount off the book. You'd have to fight over the stretch goals. So the retail pack would not just work for retailers that are reselling, but also for people that are overseas
Internet.
somewhere. If you can get 5 people together, you guys can just buy one pack and then split the books up when you get them. So.
Or even people that are here that are just short on cash. You get all.
Yeah.
Now,
if you have
guys,
a bunch of-
now, like you said, a lot is determined on how successful the campaign ultimately does. And I didn't ask you how long it was going to go in demand. and I guess that's a big part of the final score. But like having people fulfill it for you, like Critical Blast or some of the other fulfillments out there. How? What's my question? I guess how much do you think a campaign has to do to bring somebody on like that?
Oh, at least 1,000 copies, I would say. Once you're up around
Maybe.
1,000, then it might get crazy. But it's still something. Like I said, I have my own warehouse with plenty of space in there. So
Oh,
if we
cool.
made it, like if we sold 1,000 copies, Jason and Frog G are gonna be flying down here and
Yeah, most likely.
fulfill it.
Yeah.
So,
Now one thing, like with Dan Pleagle, he's got a black and white and color version. You really, a lot of people don't know when you go to printing, there's separate setups on the printing, so that costs the creator more, doesn't it?
Yes.
well, if you're going standard printing, but until it gets to a certain number, it's going to be digital printing.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it needs to be like over $500 before you're going to start thinking about printing press and stuff like that and color separation. So, if it's under $500, it's going to be more than likely digital printing. So,
Yeah.
so it's not as
So
much.
basically,
of a
you're
concern.
winding up with 3 variants, and then of course the supplement, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So I know with Kickstarter, my gosh, there was one that launched today on Pops, and I can't tell you how many. He probably had at least 5 variant covers. It seems like over on Kickstarter, they like a lot of variant covers. In CG over here at 2 or 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we would have liked to even keep it down to like 1.
Yeah.
But our friends are too good.
Yeah.
Really
And we
good.
don't want to, like, if someone deserves, like, they've turned art, like, they deserve their own cover. Like, Plague's was just supposed to be a back cover. And they were like, no, it needs to be a separate variant because it's so good. And,
Right.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Man.
So, yeah. So, we have the retail. So, you pay for 4 books, you get 5 books. And then we have the original art page where you first come, first serve. You
Sure.
get a PDF. You get to pick out the page you want. And then it'll go to the next person and so on and so on. And not only do you get the original art page, but you also get the book and the supplemental with that as well. You have the Big Daddy tier. This is our biggest regular tier. And basically it's the subscription to the campaign. You get all the covers. You get the variant. You get a full-size Jason Bascom drawing. You get, and then I'm going to do an acrylic painting. It'll be 9x12 on a panel, and
Wow.
you'll get to watch me do it live on the stream.
Hell yeah.
And for this campaign, I'm only doing Frog G busts. And I won't ever paint another Frog G bust after this campaign. These will be signed, numbered, only as many as are bought. Right now there's only 3, and that will be it. There'll never be any more. So
I like that you put some higher tiers in here.
Hey too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
It really takes that to really push a campaign really high, doesn't it?
Mhm.
You
It-
have to have the
Yeah.
You have to.
Well,
have
if
some-
you figure, let's see. So we've sold 2 of these, so that's around $1,000, and then divide $1,000 by 30 of people just buying the book, and that's like it's a huge difference because
right.
Irene had 6 people back on her channel, but they backed at the $30 level, so it didn't really raise a number. It only raised the number a little bit. But
Yeah.
just one person buying a bigger tier will knock you way up. And if you have
Well-
people that want to and can afford it, you might as well have it there for them because a lot of people just
Hey,
want to
Margo.
help you out.
What's up, Margo?
So
Well, and the other thing is, like, even EVS had said, like, your backer number really isn't all that vital. Your total, like, monetary number is, because you can get one backer if they donate $100,000 to your campaign. You only have one backer at $100,000. You're doing really well. You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
like, yeah, you want a lot of backers. That is good too, because you want your books in hands. So yeah, but you also want the monetary
Now,
value.
can
to be up
somebody tip the campaign? Did you leave
there
that
is a
option
tip
open?
feature. Yeah, there is a tip
there.
feature.
There's a tip feature. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Have you gotten any people just tip?
Nope.
Not yet.
No, but I mean,
Okay.
also, I mean, they may sometimes people tip anonymously and stuff like that, so they don't like to be revealed or something. So,
Yeah.
but my last 2 campaigns, yeah, I've gotten tips. So you know,
Yeah.
it happens.
I did
You
on
know?
my ash can. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, that's because people sometimes, like, they may not collect. Like, let's say it's your aunt. You know, she doesn't collect
Yeah.
comic books, but she wants to help you out. Or it's even the wife of a friend, and they don't. They just want to help out. They don't want the book, and you know they'll give you like $20 or something.
Yeah, I was like $4 from reaching 500, or something, some goal on it, and somebody donated just to get me
Nice.
over the top.
Right. That was nice.
Yeah,
of them,
that's
so,
great.
Yeah.
And so then here we have the original covers. We have both the Plagal and Jason's cover to the original book, and we'll have Irene's up when she's done, and we're gonna have Shelby Robertson's original art up for sale, as well as the secret trading card art. So we'll have a couple more bigger items to put up here. They won't be the trading card art won't be as much as this, but they'll still be a little bit. So
Now, Frog G, I know you've got to be buying a copy of this, right? You're
he's
invested
gonna
in
get
it.
He gets his for free, dude.
Yeah, he gets a,
Right?
we'll probably end up with lots of copies. So
Well, because we are going to overprint, because Inkspots and I
right.
are going to do conventions and stuff like that.
What do you think is a good number on overprinting? Like 25%, like Uncle E says, or maybe lower?
I think
It depends on the campaign.
Depends on
depends
the
on the
campaign, what
campaign.
the
Like
numbers.
like
it does.
the variants, we probably won't reprint as many. Have overprinting on the variants as much as we'll have on the main
Right.
book. Will be the main overprinting.
Because,
zone,
like, yeah, we could technically sign the variants, but why? That's not our cover. You know, I mean, like, we did
Yeah.
the interiors, but now, that's not to say, like, I have a darker image with the, and, you know, inside that has 3 different artists. I have 2 artists signed it, the cover, even though one cover artist did the cover. So you could very well get, like, the Dan Plagle cover, have Inkspots and me and Frog sign it, and then go chase down Dan Plagle. Well, now you got everybody on there. So,
Hockey
but-
says, "Here's a tip: cut your hair and get a job." Oh, Hockey.
I don't have any hair hockey.
So we also want
I
to
have a
keep
job.
these. Part of these these books are kind of like novelty underground things. Is keeping it rare.
Right.
So when somebody buys something from you, it holds its value. So you don't want to overprint too much. I would say you want to overprint, just so you have some copies to offer in your next campaign. And then when those run out, you different color.
Yeah,
cover.
in
You
case
don't want to
something-
ever
You do
offer
second
this.
printing.
Yeah,
In case
second printing.
something's damaged as well, so you can.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Battle
like the other thing is,
damage,
well, also Frog's gonna want to maybe have some books so that he could sell around, or even take to his local
Yeah.
comic shop and
Exactly.
stuff like that.
Or
Like,
his
hey,
family
I have
may
a
want
book.
some
Yeah.
books, or
Yeah.
family members, friends and family. We'll
Yeah.
we'll overprint some for them. We'll all have plenty of books when it's over. So, but we're not going to do too many, just because we want to keep it. If you want it to be a rare thing, and these people that spent their hard-earned money on it, if they ever decide to resell, they should be
Well,
able to
I
get their
understand
money
the
back.
concept of rarity, but at the same time, I think at one time on Wreck Planet, now it may have changed, maybe I misheard him, but Ethan said, for Cyberfrog Wreck Planet, that he would have a print run of about 17,000. Now that may have changed, but
Well-
17,000 is a lot, but it's not.
You're
it's
also,
still a small
also-
print run.
but you're also talking about Ethan Van Sciver. You're not
Yeah.
talking about Jason Bastham. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like a totally different monster. So I don't want to overprint by like 500 copies.
No.
and
Sure.
now I'm
Oh,
stuck
yeah.
with like 300 copies
Oh,
that
sure.
I can't get rid of or something.
Right,
so
right.
you want to be careful with when it comes to overprinting, and that's why you got to
Absolutely.
gauge it. Like with Absolute Book 1, I accidentally did overprint too many, and that's why I'm torching quite a
Yeah.
lot of them.
And so
Um,
when we're done here, we'll probably end up having when the campaign's all done and we're ready to, order the books. We'll all sit down, have a meeting, go over how much money we've made in the end, and then we can decide all these things. How much we're going to overprint, because we all have a vested interest in it. So we all have a
Right.
certain percentage that we're going to get of the profits. And we also have to decide how much of the profits we want to invest, reinvest in
Right.
things.
And
So
that
Now,
makes
do you
sense.
have stretch goals yet?
Oh yeah, we have some planned. We have right now the stretch goal is $270 away. You will get you got your hockey card and you got your Dan Plagle card,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
and so you get a 2-card pack when we hit 10,000.
Hot
The next
damn.
one will be Shelby Robertson and Death Metal Hero Luke.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's
and
good.
then maybe a sticker. We haven't decided yet.
We haven't
But
decided yet.
yep.
Nice.
And so
Nice.
these will be colored up. I'm working on these right now.
Yeah, I know on one campaign they like we're saying like it might have been 100,000, might have been less than that, but they were like, and something I would like to see is like the logo full enhanced, you know, but I guess it might have been the Diaz brothers at 100,000.
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know about 100,000, but I know the Diaz brothers did talk about adding the foil hands as a stretch goal, and yeah, you know those
just
bells,
just the logo though,
right?
Just the
Those
logo.
bells and whistles are cool. I love them. Don't get me wrong, but this is a first book, first time out.
Oh yeah,
Also, when it comes to stuff like that, you got to find the printer that will do it, and also you come into the problem that Irene came into, where she had spot gloss, and she gave her
Right.
books to mix them well ahead of time, but you know they didn't get around to her books till late, and then they're like, oh well, we don't do spot gloss this time of year,
Yeah,
so
she
she got
did.
royally screwed.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful with stuff like that. So now, do we want to take that risk and go ahead and be like, yeah, stretch goal, you get a foil emboss or something, or do we just want to give you a great, beautiful cover, a great, beautiful logo?
Oh,
Great
yeah.
comic. you
Our,
know?
our thing is we gave a stretch fulfillment date of a year away, and our
Right.
goal would be to be able to fulfill way before,
Way
our
before.
deadline.
Yeah.
right. Quick
But give
turnaround.
ourselves enough time in case we run into some major
Right.
problem like
Yeah.
that. So
No,
we're
that's
not
not to
late,
say-
but we're on time.
Right.
So-
That's not to say a spot gloss or a foil emboss isn't in the future. We may not do it on this campaign. We don't
Right.
know. This is very early on for us because, like I said, week one and we blew out the doors. We didn't know. So you know we don't want to just be like, oh, foil emboss for everybody now. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like, it's
right.
just- we want to hold back and maybe not even think about that right now. Maybe book two.
Well,
know?
you really get a big jump once people get the first book in their hands. They see
Oh, yeah.
it's well written, the quality, the entertainment of it, and you get some videos made, some reviews on it. You really get a big bump, don't you? You can
Mhm.
on the second
Oh, you
book.
definitely can.
Yeah. Look at
that's why-
Irene's campaign. Bam.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
that was-
yeah.
Of
well,
course,
you-
she's at a different level. You know, she's
Well-
just
Yeah.
incredible.
Well, there's factors involved there that are different than ours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
bit, but also the bump also comes into the main campaign. If you're doing fulfillment, people are getting the books. That's why you want to keep your campaign open in demand for longer. That way, people can order more books and be like, "Oh, people are getting them, and they look really cool." And then you get new backers, so you do get a bump there on your original campaign. Not necessarily much as the next one. You will get it on the next one because of it, but it works on both ends.
Also, your campaigns get bigger because when you get book 2 up, the people that didn't order book 1 will want to get that, and so you can get you can sell more books that
I'm,
way.
That
I'm amazed at Irene the Thought. She's got books and books of world building. How much world building went into Frog G? I mean, so far, you know.
3 books worth so far.
Yeah,
About
yeah,
really?
we have the first arc. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Yeah.
So you're kind of headed in an overall story arc.
Yeah, we
This-
kind of
this-
know the sort of the
Yeah.
main villains. Maybe
Right, we
in
know the
book-
beats
book
that
2.
we know the beats that we want to hit. Like I said, we work the Marvel method, so we don't write it
Yeah.
right out the
we
gate.
know the we know
How
the
many
plot,
characters
Right.
do you reckon make their first appearance in Frog G?
Yeah. Voodoo Priestess, Death, Baba Gaga, Frog G, and his and Lily. So those are main characters. So 5 main characters.
Five main
Wow.
characters.
Wow, that's
That's
a
cool.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's really quite a lot, isn't it, for like first appearances?
As
Oh,
far
it
as like
is.
for a single character comic, yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's not a team book. Otherwise, you'd have like 5
Do
in
you-
the team right there. So
Do you see some of the villains that he comes up against being reoccurring? They're going to show up
Probably.
again.
They
Oh
could.
yeah.
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 Why not?
Like
Could be,
especially if we go on beyond 3 books. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and you
I-
could also go into the like. Let's say he defeats one of the monsters, or quote unquote kills one, because it's all ages. But he defeats one of the monsters,
Hey,
and
Papa.
you know they're dead. But you know what's going on?
But- because to me, you know, that's what drives it. Probably more so
Right.
than the limited number is like rookie card. you
Well, here's
know,
the
first-
well,
first
right,
year.
and here's the thing though. Like, let's say they're dead, but when it comes to gods or monsters or something, especially gods, when
Right.
you pray to a god, usually you are reincarnating them, so to speak. You're resurrecting them.
resurrecting.
So we can play on that, you know, because this involves magic and voodoo and
And
gods.
with
so.
the Voodoo Priestess and Death, there's a lot of subplot going on.
Right.
Like it's and so there's more to the story than what you're seeing. So there's
Right.
those two are definitely going to be involved in the future. Yeah, so
Yeah.
at least they will. That's all I'm saying about that.
That's all we got to say about. That's all I have to say about that.
no spoilers here. No spoilers.
Right.
It's great when Superman shows up, though.
Yeah, just a panel. He looks
Well,
back. at the
Superman
reader.
doesn't show up in my book, but you do get to see the Daily Planet in the background. Just
Oh, that's
saying, a
cool.
little Easter egg. Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
clever.
sure. Why not?
Nice. Nice.
that kind of makes it fun putting Easter eggs in the book.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we have like
One or two. in it.
our own little private Easter eggs in this one. So yeah.
Right, and some of them you're not really meant to get. The reader won't get. Will they?
Sometimes,
Right.
yeah. Sometimes, but if you watch our channels and you watch who we hang out, you might be like,
Kind of explain.
oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you know, or
Uh-huh.
you back previous books that we've done. So yeah, we'll be tossing more Easter egg type stuff in, other pages and whenever they can fit anyway. So
Yeah.
So how is work progressing on Jason on the artwork to this? How much percentage wise would you say he's already completed on Frog G?
as far as percentage,
Well,
20?
roughly.
I don't know, 20. Mainly because we got a good start. We got a great start. We have
Right, and you're
I
out
have, like-
campaigning. Yeah.
Well, I have like 13 to 15 pages drawn. Inkspots has 10 to 12 colored. And then once we hit that, we kind of stopped because we had to, like I said, we wrote some, we lettered it,
Right.
we were inked
And
in
then
the campaign
5
stuff.
pages of the
Wait.
supplemental.
5
are
pages of the
done.
supplemental are done.
How do you
so
do
then-
your lettering? Who's doing the lettering?
Both of us.
both of us.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what
So
kind of
And
really
then,
a
uh,
collaborative effort.
Right
Really?
here in
Yeah.
the supplemental, you're going to get the first appearance of Metal Mayhem Rockboy.
Yeah,
At least
it's
his
Inkspot's character.
his hand in his
Whoa.
crotch, at least.
Oh, okay.
Middle Mayhem Rock Boy?
Yeah,
Right
he's
there.
right
He's
below
hidden
the
behind
panel.
the panel.
Yeah.
And that's
Holy crap.
that's a future Indiegogo you hope to launch, Ink?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, will that be
we're
under?
talking about other things. It could
Yeah.
be. I mean, we're still talking about stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
You
that's
think
awesome.
it'll be under the Unhinged Entertainment banner or your own?
We haven't really talked about it too
That
much.
we haven't discussed. I mean,
Okay.
that's this is we're doing it under
Yeah,
Unhinged
please.
for specific reasons. Now, Metal Mayhem Rockboy, he may want to do under his own label. We haven't talked about that. That's just something that's way too
Right.
far in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We got to get over this first, Mel.
Yeah, exactly. We
We got to get over
We have Frog
this,
G to work on.
this
yo.
infuriating $270 that we can't seem to get in there to get that first stretch goal.
So are you two basically co-editors, or are all three of you editors on this, or what?
Jason and I kind of deal with the story and the art. We send it
Okay.
over to Frog G, and if he sees something that's crazy, he can, voice his opinion on it. And
Right.
yeah, so yeah, we
So
all.
far, the only crazy thing I said is this is crazy good.
Oh yeah, it looks that
Yeah.
way. Man.
Thank you, Frog.
And then we'll send it to our editors, and if they think it sucks,
Frog G, do you
we'll
go to
decide.
conventions? Because they kind of mentioned, Frog G could go to conventions and sign them or get them signed. Do you
I've been
go
to
to
I've been to a
conventions?
couple. Actually,
Yeah.
met one or two people. Aaron Lepresti,
Yeah.
met him at a convention. So
Yeah, but you don't like to set up a table, right? You
no,
just
I don't.
wanna
I go
and-
as a fan because I'm a
Yeah,
fan.
uh-huh.
I'm not a, I'm
It'd
not
be
a-
great
I
if
don't
you
draw.
actually made a Frog G head and got
Well,
to
here's-
conventions.
yeah.
You just go up and go, hey, it's
Well,
Frog
that's
G.
the thing. Yeah, he never anticipated of having his own book.
Yeah, that's
you know?
true.
You know,
right?
Apex mentioned a T-shirt. I'm kind of stoked to have a Frog G cap.
Oh hell yeah!
So
Why
maybe-
not?
maybe
love
the
that.
next campaign we'll see.
Yeah,
Maybe.
merchandise is very expensive.
Yeah,
It is.
You got to do very well to
Yeah.
do a lot of.
Now, do you have a
so-
patch?
do.
Because I know you're kind of connected with Red Valkyrie, and they do patches, right? They got a good connection.
Well, they never even asked us actually
Yeah, they
when we
didn't.
launched on their
It's
channel.
weird.
They didn't ask. They'd be like, hey, usually Shay's like, just saying, maybe
Yeah.
a patch would look good.
And
She never said a
loves
word.
patches.
She loves
And I love
patches.
I think she knows
Yeah.
a guy.
Yeah.
She knows the guy.
She knows a guy.
She knows,
knows
a
a
guy
guy.
that knows a guy.
But
yeah,
I'm not big on patches. Like I'm
Me
just
neither.
and
Well,
I'm not big
they're
on patches. I'm not big on mini
your
prints.
unhinged patch is one of the largest I've seen. That big
Maybe
old
Yeah.
maybe a bookmark. I was even thinking about. I haven't talked to Jason, but maybe we can.
we could probably,
I would
yeah.
like to do something with Lord Crackhead because they're getting ready to do their bookmarks
Right.
versus sticker thing. I think it'd be cool to
yeah.
have a Frog G sticker
But
or bookmark on
Let's
there.
say I'm team sticker, dude.
Your team sticker. All right.
Team sticker.
Speaking of bookmarks,
bookmark
guys, I've
with
been
stickers on
deciding.
Book,
This
that's
year.
right. Best of both worlds.
It's a Fembat bookmark I've designed.
There you go.
Oh, look
Oh,
at
there
that.
you go.
Pretty
Yeah.
dope, man.
There you go.
Nice.
And you're working on another one too, aren't you, Apex?
Yeah, I'm
Uh-huh.
kind of processing it. Gonna put a little different color on it, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
Thanks,
I don't know. I bookmarks are fine, I guess. I mean, obviously not. You don't want to do it with a comic, but when it came to reading books, I would just dog ear them. I didn't
Yeah.
care
Oh
about
God,
Ah,
hell,
that. I don't care.
yeah, you don't.
My book.
Don't touch
When
right.
it.
no comic book, no, I would never do that.
No, not
but,
comic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm holding
Uh,
up. A
Although I'm
crock.
horrible with comics, I never bag and board them. I mean, I will buy them sloppy, and there'll just be stacks of them everywhere. And then,
Yeah,
like, I found like Conan Red Nails that just got destroyed because I had just
Oh,
stacked it.
no.
And but luckily, I had another copy that was primo, so I went ahead and
Nice,
bag
yeah.
and board that. So
Well, I've been recently went through bagging and boarding like almost all of those over there, and like I found plenty of books that were like $100 books with no bags or boards in them, and
Yeah.
they're not mine; they were my brother's. So I mean, I'm like, you idiots. But so
yeah.
I mean, they were still in good condition. So like, oh, cool.
It-
and even if they weren't, I'm not selling them. So
it is about condition with comics.
it is
isn't
if you plan on selling them.
But it's not just comics, is it? I mean, if I have a 1965 Mustang, I have two of them, and I have one that I've driven, and it's like 17-tone Mondo, and then I have one that's been in storage and only taken out to start the engine and run it a little bit through the years, and it's in mint condition. What's going to sell for the higher price?
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Condition is
condition's
everything.
key.
But
Yes.
like I said, that's if you plan on selling the things.
Right,
Otherwise,
exactly. I
Yeah.
saw it might have been, we couldn't determine if it was from 30s or 40s or maybe 50s or 60s, but it was a Popeye tin toy with the box, of course, and in mint condition, I guess graded. And the guesstimated value on that was $30,000 to $40,000. And it was all about the condition and the rarity of
Right.
it.
Well, I have X-Men #2 signed by Jim Lee and Chris Claremont, and it's graded at a 6.5. I don't care. I'm never selling it. It's just
Right.
I wanted to get the signatures verified so people realize, yes, I did go to conventions in the 90s. So and that was the only way to really get things verified. I'm never selling it. I mean, my nephews can sell that once I die. I don't care.
Right.
But I mean, that's the condition isn't great. I could care less. It's mine. It's got memories attached to it, so it doesn't matter
Right.
to me.
Yeah, I
And
got a lot
re-
of Kelly Jones
really, I think-
signatures.
I think
Yeah.
Michael
nostalgia
Turner
and
stuff,
memories.
Oh man,
I
the
think
knives
nostalgia and memories
Yeah.
definitely are a part of collecting.
Oh yeah,
They are
Huge
sentimental values and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
and I
back
think
in the
even
90s,
in the
Yeah.
CG movement, don't you think that you're creating memories like
I got
with-
Billy Tucci stuff. Oh
I got
yeah.
Billy Tucci stuff. I got she stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got Jason Bascom stuff.
He does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Yeah, it's great.
You
Yeah.
got
I mean, it is like with connected to our YouTube channels. It's all about the experience and memories, isn't it?
Mhm.
And the person, I guess.
It is. I mean, like,
Creating good. Yeah,
like
I remember when that was being drawn on Jason's YouTube channel,
Yeah, man.
and to see it come about being created.
Yeah,
That's
like
so
well,
cool.
like even Frege, the Frege card on Absolute One, like that's a memory I'll never forget in my lifetime. I don't even need the card for it. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just it's we're creating experiences and memories now. So yeah,
Yeah.
just
It's
like,
like-
creating an experience and memory of a fan backing a card and getting their
Yes.
own book.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, Frog G, did you ever collect trading cards back in the day?
That was big.
Or how
not
did you
as
kind of
much.
get into comics? When did you grow up reading them?
Yeah, I grew up reading some of them, but when I we moved when we were growing up. I lost some of them then. Joined the
Yeah.
military and lost the rest of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd moved away from it because I saw what they're doing Marvel DC. So I just
Right.
lacked any interest in it. And then through YouTube's and all this other stuff, I found that there are still independent comic creators out there, and they're making their own stuff, and it is amazing. So
Now, how
that got me back
important
into
is like the stickers, the magnets, the buttons, the other paraphernalia, the bookmarks that come with it for you, Frog?
they're nice, but not essential in my opinion. They just help add to the campaign, but I'm not buying the comic book for the stickers. I'm buying it for the book.
Right.
Yeah, me too.
And yet, I see a lot of 6 a.m. stickers out there.
We have
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
I
we
think
have.
that's a badge of honor, kind of like when
Yeah.
6 a.m. draws your character, you kind of made it. Like
Yeah.
you're in there. So.
Yeah, we have a 6 a.m. sticker that'll be in there as well.
Can we see
give-
that in?
Or
is it up yet?
Well, it's not
up on the
posted.
campaign yet.
It's not up on the
It's not posted
campaign or
yet.
Oh,
posted
okay,
in
right.
any updates.
So we haven't got to the
Nice.
stretch goal yet.
So
Right.
that's kind of essential to not only go out and on these different channels like Apexes or Fantas, big or large, right? But also to add to the campaign and keep the campaign fresh, right? Continually do things
Yeah, you're
with
always trying to find
updating.
out how to get momentum going, what's going to get people excited again. You know, you could die down and then people get excited again. So, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Hockey has a sticker that's going to come too. So.
Hockey is it's a
Or
window.
window.
Oh, cool.
It's a
Yeah.
window.
Window.
That would be awesome. Oh yeah.
It's adorable too.
It's so good. Dude. I love it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, one thing I'm going to do with my campaign in the card set, I'm going to have a fan, and I have like Ice Queen who's in here, and
Okay.
Fanta
Yes.
who's in
Oh,
here
Ice Queen.
doing like
Oh,
fan
yeah.
cards, because I
Nice.
think that's
Oh, yeah.
important to include the fans. What do you think, Frog G?
I think that's very important. You never know that that card might spark a new comic. I mean, it's happened before.
It's happened
Yeah.
before.
Yeah,
It's happened
I
Least
before.
can't think of where it has.
Minimum,
but,
minimum once.
Yeah,
Well,
minimum at least once.
and also, I mean, with the crowdfunding and indie scene, and also just us in general, we love the fans. I mean, that's
Yeah.
we do this
Yes,
to make
yeah.
money. Don't get me wrong, but we want to also make the fans happy. So we do this for the fans. So
I did a
it's
stream the
fans
other
first.
night, and for some reason notifications didn't go out, and I was there by myself doing the stream for like 20 to 25 minutes, and it wasn't a good feeling, not to
No,
have
but-
anybody responding in the chat.
Well, but people could watch the replay. So
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
know what
yeah.
I mean. So
Oh,
that's
definitely.
why, yeah. So yeah, but
It's much better to have the chat there with
Yeah.
you.
It is.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't for the fans, we wouldn't, be at where we're at now with this campaign. So
Exactly.
this is for the fans. no
This
matter
is
which
we
way
have
you go.
small platforms. This is 100% fan driven. Like we
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
just if we were relying on our own what we've done on our YouTube channels and stuff, it wouldn't be close to this. But
Well, Ink, you kind of mentioned, and made the parallel like underground. Do you look at this as an underground comic?
oh yeah, I 100% do. This is indie underground stuff right here.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day we'll be able to push it to a point where it's like something mainstream.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like Frog G to.
What
to one day be
determines that?
mainstream
Is it the
character.
money you make? How much money you make?
I think it's the amount of people that get to actually lay eyes on it. That's all it is, really. Like, because we already know it's a good product, because we can see the percentage of people that
Right.
see it that buy it. So it's like the bigger the audience, the more eyes you get on it, the more successful it will be, because we know it's a good product, and we know that 1 out of 10 people that see it buy it. So we know we're onto something. It's just you have to get it in front of fresh eyes, new audiences, and that's where comics in the U.S. is just going to have to figure out how to do that, because comics in overseas are doing pretty well, but over here we're dwindling. We're losing that audience, and a lot of that has to do with the mainstream comics putting out garbage. So
Yeah.
we
Propaganda crap.
we got to figure out how to get the good stuff in front of the kids and get younger people interested in the medium again, because if not, they're just going to leave it completely dead and go for movies and video games, and comics will just be over once all of us old farts are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We're
Now,
building new legends here. at
I'm not
Comics.
into manga, but I had a few of my characters drawn in a manga style, and I'll be putting that on my campaign.
Nice.
I know you're not doing that here, but is that something you might consider? You know, if somebody had a manga style, I know. Would you say
Irene has a manga style.
Yeah, would you
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
Irene's kind of a manga style?
Irene's a manga
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 It's heavily influenced by manga. So
Yeah,
that's
Mhm.
yeah. It's
It's working out pretty well for her.
yeah.
Oh,
I think she's
yeah.
doing okay. I think she's doing all
She's
right.
doing all right.
Great.
I mean, she's doing okay.
Yeah, you know.
But she is so sweet, so talented.
yeah.
You know, and a great person.
Do you think that's part
Wow.
of her success? I know she's an incredible artist, but
Well,
do you think
she's
that there's just a large portion of people that like that manga?
without a doubt. But
I
she's
think there's
also
a large portion of people that just like her because she's a
Well, she's
nice,
genuine.
honest
Right.
person.
Yeah.
she's
so-
the genuine article, and people
And
see that.
approachable. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and it comes across in her streams. So that's another why she did like take away the great success she's had on the second campaign. Look at her first campaign; it did great, and that was
Yeah.
based off of just her own personality, her own skill set, and just her being the real deal and the genuine article. So if you are that, you can go far. And like she's a former pro. And she has a little notch in her belt too, but you can still
Well,
get that
she
far without being a
even
former pro.
Talked
So-
about how like none of the people would give her the time of day
Right.
until she had that stamp of approval that I worked for Marvel, and she doesn't like that. She's like she doesn't like that mentality. She likes artists. And,
Well, they also didn't respect her at Marvel
Yeah,
anyway. So
yeah, and so yeah, she's just a honest person. Like
And
people,
I think
people
it really
appreciate
helped
that.
her, just that. I mean, she beat Aaron Lepresti. She beat Dan Fraga.
That poor
you know,
guy, every
Tom
time he
Bailey.
goes against her, he
Yeah.
can't get a break.
Yeah, Fragtober.
He's,
I mean,
he's doing the best work of his life, and he can't get a break.
Yeah, right?
it's pretty funny.
He's gets beat up by this little girl. Kicks his butt every time.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to Fragtober this year.
I don't know. I mean, I
You think
can't
he-
say whether or
You
not
don't
it's
know if
happening.
he's going to do it this
I don't. Well, I don't know. I mean,
We
I
don't
don't
know if
ta-
it's happening.
I don't message Frega and being like, hey, can we come on your
Right.
channel? Hey, are you doing this? I mainly hit him up and be like, hey man, how are you doing? I mainly
Yeah.
just ask about him because I want to know how he's doing sometimes.
Right.
And if then I only hit him up every so often because I know he's so busy. So
Right.
yeah, but I haven't hit him up asking about Fragtober. I mean, if he's far enough along on Black Flag and he's done with maybe his portion of it, I'm sure he would do it then at that point. He wouldn't mind. But he has been really hitting the pavement hard with Black Flag, not streaming, just putting his all into it. And so if I would think if he's not. And if he chooses to do Fragtober, fine with me too. And he's not done. It's what he wants to do.
Right.
Great. Yeah, Fragtober would be fun. But in all honesty, if he did it, I probably wouldn't participate because it comes into line with Frog G. And honestly, that's what Absolute 2 may have been like a couple weeks earlier than when it was. Still would have been late, but not as late had I not done stuff like Fragtober and stuff. So I got to really focus on this, And I'll still do doodles here and there, but an everyday event like that, I can't do that. It wears
Especially
me
if
out.
this book doesn't do the numbers we want. We want to get this done as fast as possible
with this best
so we
quality
can-
that we can give you.
so
Yeah.
that we can get another book out.
I mean, reviews. How Frog G? This is a question for all of you, but Frog G, how key do you think that is? Getting first book out and you have reviews and good press about it.
Yeah, reviews and good press are definitely going to be driving towards that second book. We
Yeah.
already know the quality on this one is going to be great because we're only putting in the best stuff we can on this.
Mhm.
And everything I've seen is top notch. If something is slightly less than perfect, we're going to go back at it again.
Mhm.
And I say
Yeah.
we as in Jason and Ink. 'Cause
The Royal-
So are you the
yeah.
the whip? Are you the whip of the group?
promotion? Pretty much just promotion on this one.
Okay. Yeah.
These Jason and Ink are pretty much self-regulating. They
Yeah.
drive themselves forward enough to where I'm seeing new stuff and I'm blown away every time I see something new.
We both want it
Yeah,
back,
all
we
all
really
want
want
this
it.
really bad. Yeah.
So you're really creating a book that all of you want to read.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what comics are for, man. You have to enjoy what you're doing, and you want to read your stuff and other people's stuff. It's really good.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
keeps you going, man.
You want it to be engaging and fun. Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't want to. Did we finish the tiers? You got stickers.
We
you
did.
got cards.
Well, those are stretch goals that'll be coming up.
Okay.
The main card that most people will get is the ones that signed up on the mailing list and back the secret perks. So that's a guaranteed card right there.
Yeah.
And
Now,
that's
if we,
a nice card too.
it's a beautiful card.
Really
Now, if this campaign unfortunately dead stops right now, there's obviously no trading cards aside from that one, which that won't happen
Yeah.
because, I mean, this is just a beautiful book. So we'll hit that 10K. But yeah.
Yeah,
That's
go
all
ahead
I
and
have
put
to say
in the
about
link
that.
again, Frog G, if you would, so people on the replay can
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I see this campaign doing 2025 easy, guys.
I have a
That'd
feeling
be fun. That'd be nice.
maybe more,
That'd be nice.
perhaps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, always maybe more. But
So the
yeah,
magic
definitely
number
that.
for everyone to get actual wrenches is 20K. We got to hit
Right.
20K to do the wrenches. So
Right.
Okay.
everybody gets a wrench when we hit 20K. But we
So
gotta
what
do
does
it.
that
wrench.
mean? A wrench? Is it?
You get an actual little wrench with the Frog G logo on it. Possibly
Oh.
it'll be a bottle opener, keychain. We haven't
Something.
decided.
Yep.
But
Okay.
that's the magic number because they're expensive and we got to
Right.
order them in bulk.
Uh-huh.
So
So 20,000 is the magic to get a wrench.
everybody gets a wrench. You get a wrench. You get a wrench. You get a
Everybody
wrench.
gets a wrench.
Everybody gets a wrench. Yeah, you're gonna hit that. So I think everybody's gonna get a wrench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
like
hope we
to
hit it.
ask everyone on the replay, please share this stream, share this
Mm-hmm.
campaign with each and every one that you know online, friends online, good friends, neighbors. Just push this book, baby, because let's get to 20K.
Absolutely, and get a wrench.
Yeah. Get a
Hit
wrench.
that like button and subscribe button while you're at
Subscribe.
it.
Yes,
Tingle those
please
bells.
do. Ring bell for
Dingle and
notifications.
tickle them.
Yeah.
Tickle them like you tickle Matt Barr.
Oh,
You know it.
I would never.
I would.
Fanta says, "Oh, you'll hit 10K because I still need to back it, and I will."
There's
Yeah.
there's
Thank
quite
you.
a few people that have said they want to back it. They just got to get funds. And if you think
Yeah.
about the last week in comics, like
Oh,
everyone's
dude.
saying, like it was so dead, and then
So
there's
dead.
like all these major campaigns at one time. So a lot of people have, they've already spent
I-
their money, and
I'm
so
one of
they
them.
got to get
Yeah.
money back. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I still need to back Aaron Lepresti. I still need to. I still want to back Cordorth.
Yeah.
like
Andy Smith's book.
Cordgrass.
Andy Smith's book.
Andy Smith's book. Yeah.
So I'm definitely getting those two books, but I gotta wait till I get some more fundage.
I
So,
hear you.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's my deal with Frog G. I'll definitely
Yeah.
be backing it. It's just I have to get the funds. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and then, like I said, in these trying times, and also, other bills come first, food comes first, family comes first. So once you're done with that, you're like, oh, I do have $35. Oh, I do have an extra $600 lying around. You put it in this campaign,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
And you won't be disappointed.
You won't
So,
be disappointed.
so if they miss Frog G, if they miss this book, what are they going to be missing, guys? What are they going to be missing?
Life.
Everything.
An
Right.
epic adventure.
Everything.
An epic adventure.
Epic adventure.
And you miss out on being one of the first people to have this piece of Comicsgate history. You
And
can
it
buy
is.
a piece of it right now.
And
That's
it
what I would say to you, my friends. You could buy this first ever cover to a character that's going to become so big.
so big. Huge.
And you could have the original cover.
Huge.
Wow. What an
Original.
opportunity.
OG,
What an
yo.
opportunity.
And how much is that? How much is
It's
that?
the original cover comes with
Measly.
a book and a supplemental
Measly
for $700.
price.
Yeah.
Measly 700.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that is measly. Yeah,
Yeah, most people are 1,000 or more.
at least
so,
1,000
yeah.
or more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We're giving you a deal. It's like we're giving things away.
You're like
Yeah.
giving things away. Yeah, I thought that at the auction. too.
ridiculous,
You make
you
some
know,
good
it's like-
money.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't want to make money. Here you go, 700. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Awesome. So, can we watch the trailer one more time?
Yes,
Since Pedro
let's do
put
that.
so much work into it.
You only
Yeah.
need to ask once.
Yeah, you guys need to. Everyone can follow Pedro on Twitter
And Luke.
and Luke. They did great voiceover, and yeah, give Pedro some work because he's really.
I didn't really realize
better with
that was
everyone.
Death Metal Hero doing the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Luke.
Oh yeah, it's Luke. man.
Okay.
I
All
give
right,
that
well, dense
We've
me.
all read the story. The brave hero conquers the diabolical villain and rescues the damsel in distress.
Didn't even think about it. Wow.
This is real life, and in real life, stories don't always have happy endings. Frog G, the story of a man turned into a frog by a voodoo priestess sent on a mission to kill a god by death itself. Now our hero must roam the underworld to regain his humanity and win back the woman he loves.
Yeah.
How fun is
baby.
that? Yeah. How
Oh,
fun
yeah.
is that?
And everyone go back Tropical Magics, Pedro's
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
That's right.
Yeah.
Gives up some love, Tropical Magics,
Yeah.
everyone. There's a link right there.
That's right.
And also our friend Vic King, he's got a barbarian book, Beowar. It's a magazine size, like Savage Sword of Conan. Beowar. It's that magazine size, 64-page magazine size. That's badass. So check those campaigns out.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
got some
Pedro is
delicious-
awesome.
Yeah.
And, you know, not to
Yes.
sideline you guys, but I do want to get this in there if you wouldn't mind sharing my screen.
Oh yeah. Where are
Wait
you?
Wait a minute.
Wait.
He's right
oh,
down
wait. Oh, here it is. I
Yeah.
see it. All
Right there.
right. There you go.
All right,
Oh, look at my screen.
here we go.
Dark.
Whoops.
What's this?
What happened?
What are you doing?
That's not it.
Devil, what are you doing?
Huh?
All right.
You're
wait.
running with the devil again, aren't you?
I am right.
Running with the devil.
Let's see, I have to click on the right one. Sorry about that, guys. 30 seconds.
Expand your screen.
Okay. And that book will be printing up just here shortly. And
Very nice, sir.
hopefully starting
nice. Yeah,
next week
great.
if they can get to it.
Very nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, back it.
nice.
Very nice, guys. Yeah, hell yeah, man. This is been a great show.
That's some of Pedro's work. That's why I wanted to show it off.
Right. Oh, yeah,
Pedro,
yeah.
exactly, man. Oh, Pedro also did my trailer, so we're going to have a little look-see over here.
A little film bat. Yeah.
Oh,
Pedro
Why not?
night tonight.
Pedro and I got support. Pedro,
Pedro appreciation
Dang.
night.
Yeah, I mean,
Invasion
if
of the
you-
Panama man.
If you haven't checked out Tropical Magics, please do.
Please
the
do,
Panama
man.
Yeah.
Panama man.
Show Pedro some love.
So show him some love, y'all.
Only on Indiegogo.
Indiegogo, that's right, man.
Indiegogo.
Yes. Yes, once I get the mailing list figured out, it'll be put out pretty soon, and no telling how many people sign up. Who knows? But the
Who
great
knows?
Pedro Ang, I completely did
About
this
you,
book
Pedro.
by hand, penciled it, inked it, lettered it by hand even.
One man army.
Yeah, except I will hire a digital colorist to actually color the whole thing. So yeah, that's the only
okay.
goal there. So yeah,
So
fun.
somebody might say comics are booming.
that's right. Comics are booming.
I don't know. Are
In the
comics booming,
1950s,
Jason?
comics are burning.
Huh.
Uh,
Or are they burning?
depends on
Oh,
the genre.
booming. Everybody.
extra copies.
Depends on
Burn.
where the comics are from.
Yeah.
True.
Have you not burned those extra copies yet?
They're slowly getting burned in
Slowly
fire.
getting burned.
Well, because it's a small fire pit thing. But
Yeah.
I wanted to burn them all in one setting, but we'd have to find a large area for it. So as of right now, my mom rips them up and throws them in the little fire
my
pit,
God.
and she stays out there, morsels some marshmallows, and watches my books go up in ashes.
Now, one thing I wanted to ask, because I know you did on Absolute, can people get your autograph on Frog G? With
No,
their book?
there's a reason for that. We all three live in very separate states.
Yes, very
Right.
Oh
separate.
yeah.
So
That's true.
it would cost quite a lot of money for me to sign it, send it to Inkspots, he sign it, he send it to Frog, Frog signed it, Frog send it back to me to ship it out.
But I
So-
mean, so there's not. I know this is collaborative, but you're not going to singularly, because you're the artist.
So is he?
Well, yeah, he's the art. He's the ink. He's the colorist.
That's an artist as well.
He's an artist. I understand. Okay. Well, solidarity. I got to give it to
I
you.
mean, who drew all the stuff in the background? Devil Flower.
Yeah, Devil Flower.
Oh yeah, that's right. You really.
Right.
Well, no, I'm glad you brought that up. It's because you see
Who
I
drew the
think you
supplemental?
I think
Yeah.
you undersold it because you said, "Well, I kind of compliment Jason's work, but now I've seen you working on some of the stuff, and you really do." And Jason's pointed
Well-
this out himself that you really add things that he didn't
Just
quite
look-
envision.
The
do
best
more than
example
enhance.
the best example you can get is look at the cover that we did. Look at
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
on the campaign page. If you scroll all the way down, you'll see the line art for the cover. You scroll all the way back, you see the color for the cover, and you see how much work he actually does. So, but it just wouldn't be right. I mean, you can get signatures, but you got to go to cons. You gotta
Okay.
or
You gotta
like
find
you
us.
you got to
Yeah.
find us, or maybe mail us your copy with a return address, envelope or whatever, and we can mail it back to you. So you're not making us pay to ship it back to you,
Yeah.
Right.
because that's the whole
Great.
point. And then get everything around. Now, like I said, frogs would probably be the hardest one to get. So
I think Fanta's responding to that. She says that hurts my heart, Jason. XOXO.
Oh,
that hurts your what?
Her
Your
heart.
heart. There's no signatures. Fanta, I don't know. Get a road trip going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or
There you
mail
go.
it to him. Like
You
he
went
said.
to England. I think you can go to Arizona.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not 100% out of the question. Again, all this depends on like the funds we're able to raise.
Right.
Like if
Yeah.
we all if we end up selling a lot, we end up regular screen printing, and then we ended up going with the printer in Scottsdale, Arizona, by where I live, and it just all depends. Or we don't exactly know where it's going to land. A lot of it
Right.
depends on the
Yeah.
funds raised.
Well, okay,
So-
here. I mean, I'm not saying this is what we will be doing, but like if we do gangbusters and all three of Frog and I have to fly over to Arizona with ink, and we have to help fulfillment, like we would probably sign then. Probably the word probably. That's not a yes. We'd probably sign our cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're lucky, if you're good little boys and girls, maybe.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah.
It would probably be a high stretch goal. Let's
It would
put it
be
that
very
way,
high.
but
It'd
yeah.
have
I know it. I
Yeah.
know it's determined on the detail, but how long does it take you to color a page, Ink?
I can color 1 to 3 pages a day, and that does depend on the number of characters and the scene and everything.
That's without him working his full-time job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's without working my
Yeah.
full time job. It's
Mhm.
1 page a day. Like
Yeah.
I can't draw 1 page a day.
That's
working
pretty
my
good,
I
right?
can't either.
That's pretty good,
I
right?
used to,
You know,
but yeah. I
it
do
is.
better art.
It,
It takes
if
me
you're
longer.
not making any money,
I used to
on
be
the
a
job,
lot I used to be a lot slower when I first started. Like cash grab, I was a lot slower, but you
Yeah.
you learn things to get faster.
I take that back. I can do 1 page a day working my full-time job, but I would get very, very little sleep, and it would depend on the page. So,
Me too.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
I'm
we
fairly
don't hear
quick,
about Jack
but-
Kirby like doing 3 pages a day. That's
Well,
incredible, isn't it?
yeah. Well, he's a monster. So
Plus, he
he
has
is a beast.
inkers that inks his stuff. He just pencils.
His pencils were very loose.
Yeah. Yeah, layout.
I heard a story of him doing a 24-page book in a weekend before.
That's
So
I had
insanity,
two.
dude.
My
Wow.
God, that is nuts.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
and I know they have the 24-hour comic challenge, but people cut corners on that like no one's business. Jack didn't cut corners, so
Yeah, yeah. Is making comic books the most daunting thing that you've ever done?
No,
No.
not by far.
no.
No.
What are you kidding me? Love
I-
you do it.
The
Well,
the
it's
work
not
that I
easy,
do
is
in-
it?
The
It's
work
not,
that I do in
find
real
it
life
not-
is way
I
more
find
crazier.
it not really easy to make a comic book.
Well, here's
That's
the
why.
thing. Like, Inkspots and I have both been artists for a very long time. So we love doing it, but we're also, good enough at doing it that, we can actually make a page a day or do this or that. So it's like, if it's fun for us, no problem.
Yeah.
Like Inkspots was just saying, his real job, well, I don't want to knock comics, it is a real job, but like his life job,
Right.
drawing
Right.
comics right now isn't his real job. His real job, way more difficult. He can get killed. Like he almost
Yeah,
did.
I almost
So-
died at least 3 times this year.
Right.
So
Really?
it's very
Yeah.
dangerous. Yes.
What the
My-
hell are you doing?
my job, I've injured my knees, my back, like I mean, you name
God.
it, and I've hurt
Yeah.
cartilage and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Cut
how I
myself
have
open.
I was
So-
I was rear-ended in my truck.
Right. So-
doing my real job.
Stuff like that is a lot harder than sitting at a desk pushing a pen around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of the reason is that, like he said, my knees are gone, my ankles are gone. I've
Oh,
worked.
no.
I've been a freelance artist for 20 plus years, but I've worked a day job, like a hard day job
Sure.
that whole
Yeah.
time. And now, now when you're getting in your 40s, this
Takes
is
its
kind
toll.
of my comics is going to be my retirement job. I'm still gonna be working, but
Amen.
that's my job. But retirement.
Right. At that point, it would be your real job. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to
Absolutely,
worry about
guys.
a tractor falling on me or something
Yeah.
caving in and killing me or drowning or anything like that anymore. So
So where do
The
you
worst thing you
guys
have to
go
worry-
from here? You got a full slate calendar on your calendar?
next week I think we got some openings, but yeah, we got Cecil next week. We got a couple more
Hello.
people next week.
No.
Yeah.
with next week, it might be if we have anything on Monday and Wednesday. It would just be ink probably because I do have family obligations, which
you're
I
gonna
neglect.
do
Which I
topical,
neglected
aren't you?
this week.
next,
So
next Wednesday
yeah,
we do have one.
we do.
Yes, Andy Smith.
Oh well, yeah, but I
Okay,
can't be there.
that's- yeah,
He's taking the
that's-
day off for that. I
Yeah.
can't be there. I'm
Yeah.
working, but I mean, like at 9 p.m. even Monday and Wednesday, I go to the gym with my nephew. I didn't do it this week, and he really wants to go work out, so I don't want to let my nephew down. So
Right.
Yeah.
that comes first. Now, if it's his, like 11 p.m. stream, yeah, I could hop on that. But my family will come first. But I did
Absolutely,
take a
as they
break.
should.
As it should, and I did tell him this week, dude. I'm so sorry. I'm like, but we're promoting all week, and he understands. He's going to be 14. He's not, he's not a child. So he does get what I'm doing, and that he knows is like okay. But next week we're going to start back up, and I keep my promises. So
Absolutely.
They call that integrity. How about topic lists? You going to continue to do that?
dude, Topicless has been going 2 years straight, and we won't
Right.
skip a beat. That's a Tuesday night. I don't work out Tuesday nights. I do get home. Sometimes my oldest nephew will cook the taco meat. Sometimes now because he's doing other things. Sometimes I will cook. We have tacos every Tuesday. It's quick. It's easy. Boom. I can get on Topicless. No problem.
Taco
So, but
Tuesday.
yeah, but this week Topicless is on my channel. I will have a guest host. I'm hoping it's Matt Barr. I asked him, so we'll see. I'm big. But it'll just be for a brief, like maybe 20 or 30 minutes because Luke is going to be over at Hockey's channel. Everyone go subscribe to Ad Hoc Art.
Yeah.
Luke will be over there for Pencils at Dawn. So, you can watch him before Topicless and during a little bit and then just pop on over to Topicless afterwards or dual watch, whatever. So,
And then we need to mention Flying Feline, right? She has a hangout.
once she gets her house, yeah, she'll get it back up and running.
Yes, the muscles matter. That's
Oh,
right.
okay, I didn't realize that she had stopped it.
Yeah, she moved.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that. That's
Yeah,
good
she
to
moved.
know.
So once she gets her house up with the internet and everything, it will be back up. So yeah.
Frog G is hopping with those links, baby. Never fails to
Yeah.
surprise me.
Yeah.
That's the reason why he's got the
Okay.
wrench.
I don't know. Maybe
Ranch,
this is
baby.
the
I
taboo
love it.
question. Might as well end off on this, right?
Why not?
Oh my.
Do you? Okay, starting with the ink, and then we'll go to Frog G, and then Jason.
What do you need?
What do you know?
I just don't know how to say that. Do you like frog legs?
No. I'm American. I eat chicken and steak and pork.
Okay. How about you, Frog G?
I mean,
Do
I
you
like
eat frog
I li-
legs?
No, I like my own legs, but no,
Yeah.
I don't eat frog legs.
Maybe in a different way he does.
Yeah. Jason, do you like frog legs?
No.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
Great.
Y'all wouldn't admit it if you did. I'm just saying.
Why when you can eat chicken? I don't get
Yeah,
it.
Yeah. Does it taste like chicken anyway?
Yeah,
I've had frog legs
it
before.
does really
It
taste
does
like
taste
chicken.
like chicken.
Then I
I've
might
had
as well
it
eat
once-
some chicken.
I've had it once
Yeah.
in my lifetime. I really don't eat frog legs either. How about you, Apex?
I've had frog legs before. Well,
Yeah.
it's good.
Savages.
I
Yeah.
know.
I
I'm a
know it's
cannibal,
like
sorry,
cannibalism around here.
The
isn't
only way to make up for that is to back Frog G again.
Damn right.
it? Exactly.
I'll do that. Yes, definitely. Let's get to 10K by Sunday.
baby.
People on the replay. Back Frog G. Today,
Ta-da.
Go
you know,
to 10K.
yeah.
Ta-da.
Share the
10K.
stream.
Fight
You know the URL. You know it. We love you. We love hell. Give our love
The
to
buttons.
the chat. Thanks
Buttons.
for coming in, Hockey,
Hail.
Anta,
About to
and
you,
let's see,
chat.
yes,
Hail the
and
chat.
of course,
Margo.
Margo.
Yeah.
Yeah, lemon pie.
Lemon
He's been
pie.
trucking the whole stream. God bless you,
I do
sir.
Like me some lemon pie.
Yes, a lemon pie.
I do too, boy.
Lemon meringue.
Pie.
So delicious.
Woo. Of course,
Mm.
Frog G, thanks for modding tonight, Frog.
That's right,
Good
Frog.
job.
absolutely.
We
Oh,
love you,
man.
man.
Thanks for dropping
guys-
those links.
Yeah, you're so good, man. I can only learn from the great
We are.
Frog. Yeah, baby.
We are good.
And
Help
And
get
humble.
it at least
Target,
to 20,000 so that we can get a rent.
monster, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, man.
Thank you.
With
Ice
the logo
Queen,
on
thanks for being here.
Hail the Ice Queen.
Hey,
Ice Queen.
Ice Queen, she's like everything. Yeah.
Oh, there you
Pa-
go.
hey, Papa Cotton, he just popped in for a moment.
Cotton.
Anthony Perot.
Every time I see his name, I think Cotton from
Cotton.
Dodgeball.
Oh
Cotton.
yeah. Oh, no, I haven't seen that movie in years.
Oh,
man. I
that
can
movie's
rewatch it.
fantastic.
Lots of great movies.
Now,
before
Irene
that.
used to work for, was it Marvel?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
So they've already discovered her and didn't respect her, so she's here now and she's
She
ours.
did books like
and we're-
Spider Gwen and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gwenpool. Yeah.
Gwenpool, that's what it was. Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
about to get some of those old Gwen pools and see if her names and her
And get her autograph, absolutely.
Get her autograph, hell yeah.
Or you can
Come
get
on.
Fiendish 2 and get her autograph.
Shadowhawk.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You can
man.
catch some more Shadowhawk as my co-host every day on the 4 o'clock Shadow Central.
Once in a while,
Yeah.
I catch it. Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
I know you do.
man.
You're lurking, Jason.
I'm the
You listen. I have a lot of
Yeah,
people
man.
that listen.
I listen.
Bob Cotton's
Who
channel.
listen.
Fiendish have 2 oranges. Yeah, support Irene. Get her to where she needs to go.
Get
She's
her
a
to
great
that.
beautiful artist.
She's,
Yeah.
maybe one day she'll do okay on her campaign.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Enough to eat, right?
The little engine that could.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Get behind her her slipstream. You know.
That's right.
Yeah.
No,
Keep going,
Irene's
Blake.
Irene was fun to watch. She kind of slipped over into the next level, and that's really cool. It's
Yeah.
That's
fun to see.
awesome.
Yeah.
Always pull
Local girl makes good, huh?
You know it, man.
She
Yeah.
makes it oh so good.
Oh, she
Yes.
does. Does she?
Mighty,
Oh,
mighty.
A mighty. Let
All
it
right.
all hang
You
out.
saying she's
You
a brick
know.
house?
Brick
a
house.
brick.
Yeah.
You know, she's tight. I don't know.
I
All right,
can't
guys.
think of her that way.
Woo.
She's too nice.
I know, dude.
Going on here,
She's
man.
too bubbly and nice. I
Yeah.
can't.
One of these
yeah.
days I'll have Irene here promoting.
Thank
That'd
for
be great.
Indie Wrestling Aces. He was
Ace.
also in here.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Indy. Really, yeah. Where was
Yeah,
he?
and good stuff.
Good stuff,
Good stuff.
commentator. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, guys.
Good stuff.
Wow, new comments.
Who do you
Yeah.
think you are?
Yeah, wow. Oh man. All right,
Thank you guys for coming
thank
on.
you.
This was a blast.
Thanks for having us.
Wonderful
Hope
time.
you
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
You're welcome
After-
anytime you want to come promote just a BS talk or maybe you're
After a
drunk.
long day of promoting.
I always enjoy myself. I'm very good at it.
Yeah.
Well, we are men of pleasure.
Yes, we are.
I have the shirt to prove it.
Yeah, there you go.
Man of pleasure.
Pleasure.
Man of pleasure.
Ink, do you have a song for us?
Poor Ink.
Oh God.
That means yes. He just has to figure out which one.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
Got to get his mandolin.
We can come up with something on the moment. We'll make something up.
Sing for us, singing monkey boy.
Sing, monkey, sing.
I'm so tired, my balls are blue. They're falling asleep before you. My balls are sagging to my knees. They're so tired, they're saying please. I need to rest, I need to rest. I can't stay awake no more. See, I'm tired, I can't even. Alright, we'll do that one. My balls
I'm
are
sorry.
tired.
It,
Can't keep their eyes open.
All ages book, everyone. Keep it in
My
mind. All ages
balls
book.
are hanging out for the world, out there for the groping. I don't know. I don't got nothing. I can sing a real song. When the night has come
hey.
and the land is dark and the moon is the only light you see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. As long as you stand by me. Stand by me.
Yeah.
So darling, darling, stand.
Have a good night, everybody.
Stand
Good night.
by me.
All right, everyone.
Thank you for having us. Hail the chat.
Hell
Go
no.
Black Frog G.
Yeah.
This coming Wednesday, I've got Apex Morning Show. Peter Palmiani's coming on. We're going to have some fun. 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. So catch Apex Comics Morning Show. So yeah,
right.
it's simple. Thank
Hail
you
the
guys.
chat.
Hail to the chat. Hail to everyone. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys next week. I don't know if I have a guest next week, but what the hell? We'll get one.
Figure something out. Yeah.
Have a great night,
There you go.
everybody.
Have a great
Hard to
night.
top this
everyone.
one,
Next
folks.
time, shout.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah.